And we are live. Welcome to the first official episode of Game That Name, the interactive, online, internet-based game design game show. It's a very strange concept, but last time we did a test run, people had a good time, so I'm hoping we can make lightning strike twice. We got a bunch of people in the waiting room, just frothing at the bit. Wait, that's not the phrase that people say. Chomping at the bit. I'm not gonna say how I messed that up. I learned a completely different phrase over a decade ago when I was in Japan. Long story. Frothing at the broth. I like that, Cyber says. Let me see here. I have posted everywhere that I can. At the start of the stream, there were a couple of technical difficulties. We're still ironing out all of the issues with this show. It's still technically a test run, but we're nearly ready to go. We have liftoff. So let's see here. First things first. How does Game That Name even work? Well, it's like I said, really strange concept. The way it works is I'm going to show you a random title on the screen. You saw an example. This was something from the last test run that we did. Curse of the Black Rose. It's just a randomly generated title that, I mean, I'm going to be honest, it was ChatGPT gave us the assist here. And your job is, based on this title that you see, you're going to come up with an idea for a game. You're going to have 60 seconds to think up of an idea and give the rest of the group and the people in chat an elevator pitch and try and convince people to play your game. And then the chat will vote on which one they like best. So this is just an example that you see on screen. But the way that I have designed it is I have an array. I have a special multi-dimensional array. It sounds very technical sounding. It's official. So what I do is so I have 12 rows of 20 keywords, and so I'm gonna roll two dices. I'm gonna roll two dices. Yeah, I like that one better. I'm gonna roll 1d12 and then 1d20. Eminem may make an appearance. We don't know yet. We'll see. He might be busy. I'm still waiting for his agent to get back to me. I roll 1d12 to determine the column, then 1d20 to determine the actual keyword, and I do that as many times as it takes until we get an awesome title. Okay, so now we got the stream elements, go live notification. Hopefully, I had to restart the stream, so... Alright, people are falling asleep, which makes me want to fall asleep. So, you know what? I think we're just going to end the stream here. Thanks for coming, everybody. This has been Game That Name. We'll see you next time. Just kidding. Let's bring on our first guests of the show. Let's see who we got waiting in the waiting room. Say hello. Wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. I got to make sure not to create an echo. So... bear with me here. We got our background music playing. I want to turn monitoring off so that hopefully that doesn't create an echo. And then, alright, desktop audio's on. Let me load up my sound effects, because last time we didn't have sound effects during the pilot stream. And it was important that we did have sound effects, so now we have them. If I can get them ready. All right, so say hello to our first guest, my co-host. We got Mr. Shreckles in chat. We got some new faces. The Crocs is here. We got Cyber. We have Phoenix. My co-host, Duel. Say hello to the people. You're on the air.
What's up?
Yeah. All right. That was exciting. You're welcome. They're not very excited. All right, let's say hello to our next guest. Coming all the way from Well, the same time zone as me, as a matter of fact. This is Animazing Man. Say hello to the people.
Oh God.
You're on the air. What do you have to say?
I've not been watching the stream at all, so I have zero.
All right. Yeah. All right. Excellent.
It's better that way.
Let's bring in another guest. We have a new face. Well, let's see. We have. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw a wild card, and then I'm gonna have to kick somebody out because of reasons. But let's bring in Lux, who is a +1 from a good friend of the show, Cyber. Say hello to the people, Lux. Or don't.
Or don't.
Oh wait.
He didn't hear the prompt when you brought him in, so yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, there was it cut out. Okay, that's good to know for the future.
Okay, it's good to be here. Hello, thank you. Thank
welcome.
you for having me.
All right, and then let's bring in as a wild card. Cyber is also here.
It is true, yeah. I was gonna say there's a delay between the chat there, but hey, what's up, everybody?
Yeah. So yeah, now Cyber, you mentioned before that you may be attending a birthday party today, so I wanted to check and see if you were available to stick around.
So I am here.
You're here now, but how long
I'm
are you
here
gonna
now.
be here?
And I'll probably be here for a while.
Okay,
so
cool. All right, good.
Plan shifted.
All right, so the way I want to do this is no more than 4 guests because, well, let's see. Let's do another test run. We haven't tested this at all, so let's see if we can actually make this work with 5 different voices on air at any given time. It may be hectic, and if it is, then somebody's getting booted. Wouldn't that be funny?
That will be hilarious.
Yeah. We got the sound effects. There's a limit. Well, we just want to limit the number of people because, if you have 20 people in here and they're all like, because what's going to happen is eventually people are going to start offering suggestions and ideas and things like that. And, well, you'll see. So, so the first thing we're going to do, you know what I need to do is I need to set up a dice roller so that you can actually see the dice that I'm rolling on screen. But like I mentioned, I got 1d12 and I have 1d20, and I roll them both because I have an array of 12 columns of 20 keywords each. So our first numbers for the show are 6 and 19. So I go to column 6 and I go to word 19, and that word, it's one you might be familiar with if you have seen Mark Zuckerberg in the news. The keyword is meta. Meta. Let's get another keyword. Let's see what we have. We have 8 and 12. So the first keyword was meta. Our next keyword is 8, 12. What? Promise. Ooh. All right.
Meta promise.
The meta promise.
It's a meta promise. Well, let's see what we can do with that. Now, I'm going to give you the keywords, right? And then I think to keep things free flowing and, to prevent people from getting locked in to something that's last time I feel like creativity was kind of stifled by how restrictive the titles were, if that makes sense. I'm trying not to use big words, but it was like the ideas weren't flowing. Yeah, I read the thesaurus. That's my coffee table book. So here's the title. Well, here's the idea, the concept of the title, meta promise. You have these 2 keywords. You can reconfigure them any way you like. Promise of the meta, for example, or the Prometheus. No, that sounds stupid. That was dumb. I shouldn't have said that.
Prometheus?
Only if you would like to get kicked off the show.
Okay.
Let's get some.
So we can take these concepts, but they don't necessarily have to be the title of the thing. They could just be like an idea to inform it. Is that what you're thinking?
Sure. Yeah. The objective here is simply to spark creativity. So This is kind of like the seed. It's the prompt, and you are the Chat GPT. So
I don't have nearly enough processors for this, but
no,
okay.
neither do I. Well, anyway, that's what you have to work with. We're gonna adjust as we go because this show is still in its infancy, and we're gonna learn basically how to design together. We're gonna learn how to design this game show as a group. It's a democracy where I am the benevolent and also malevolent dictator because I have the power to kick you off the show. I'm not sharing my screen.
Cyber brought up a good idea.
I thought I was sharing my screen.
If there are an even number of people, we should do teams at one time.
I like that.
Yeah.
See, there you go. That's already an amazing idea.
Okay, so my pitch at this is that we.
Wait. We're not there yet.
No?
We're not there
We're
yet.
not there yet? Oh man, I'm
Wait.
jumping the gun.
Hold on. Are you
Write it down.
Wait, are you coming up with your idea for the game, or are you just suggesting something for the show?
Promise? Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. We're not there yet because first we need
Write that down.
we need the special timer. And how do I do that? First, I have to turn off the background music, and then you have 60 seconds to come up with your idea. Are the participants ready?
Yep.
Begin.
I guess so.
Yes.
All right. Do we talk about our
Silence.
Oh, okay. Silent. Gotcha.
And silence. Got it.
And then I'm gonna make sure that people can
Competition.
hear the background music. Make sure that people can hear the background music. I think they can. Mr. Shirkles wants to know, so you guys are designing a game show about designing games? That's the meta promise. Yeah. Bingo. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's what we're doing. Chat seems to be hidden. I gotta fix that. Okay, that was 60 seconds. Now, it's very imperative for the livelihood of this show that people were able to hear the amazing timer music that I selected from my sound libraries. So I got to ask chat if they heard that, because if they didn't, then that's going to look really awkward on the VOD. Like, why is this timer just ticking down while everybody's silent? That is exactly what happened the first time we did this, and Cyber was like, hey, you should have some intense music for this section. I was like, wait a second, I do. Why can't you hear it?
Why didn't it go?
But it did go this time, so we are off to an almost great start if I didn't have to restart the stream. Okay, so we have, that was 60 seconds. I'm going to go in order, and again, the prompt was meta promise. What were your ideas? Let's start with Animes and Man.
All right, cool. My game, it's about making promises to your friends about showing up to their games and playing them. The game is a first-person platformer with distractions being your obstacles. That's all I've got so far.
First-person platformer and distractions are your obstacles, and you're trying to keep your promises to your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I like the concept of a first-person platformer. Could be nauseating.
It's disgusting, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Mirror's Edge was fun.
You're right. It could have been better, but I love Mirror's Edge.
Well, yeah, of course it could have been better.
It sounds more like
think it could be better.
you know, an alternate title for that one might be The Promise of Nausea-Induced Vomit.
Are you not a first-person guy, Vektor?
No, I love first-person games.
Okay.
Anyway, I was just making a joke because that's what a good
He's
host is
the
supposed
first
to do.
person that likes them.
I was in fact the first person to like first person games. That was a good one. Hold on, you can get a laugh for that one. Here you go.
Thank you.
All right, we got an ad break. So for people who aren't subscribed, enjoy the ad. It's just like a real TV show.
My favorite.
All right, the community's back.
Advertisements.
We'll be right back after these messages.
See, look at that. It's just like real TV. You have ad breaks just like Family Feud. My favorite was the Louis Anderson era. That was my favorite era of Family Feud.
Well, who's the one sporting the giant mustache?
That's
Steve Harvey?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
No, I meant like which one of you is sporting the giant mustache?
Probably me.
Okay.
Probably.
Let's move along. Speaking of mustaches, wait, this has nothing to do with mustaches. Anyway, Duel, you're up. What's your
all right.
idea?
Mine is a game design simulator, but it's an isekai. The game designer gets stuck in their own video game.
Okay, wait, like Tron then.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, all right. So that sounds like a meta promise. Okay.
yeah.
Any game mechanics that you can share with the audience?
Yeah, this would be third person. I am thinking action adventure.
Okay, maybe
Okay.
another
Yeah.
game that you could compare it to, so people have something in their heads that they can see. What's gonna make them
Assassin's
want to play
Creed.
your game?
Well, I don't know about Assassin's Creed. That's a little.
Torgo Love says Ultima. That's a good idea.
I don't know if I've played Ultima.
I haven't either,
That's
but
an
I know
old
that
game.
that game has some meta elements where
Yeah.
you're.
An MMO, if I recall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did
Yeah.
Monkey Island actually. So there's actually been quite a few games where the creator gets stuck in their own creation, and then you have.
I mean,
the
I
movie
just think
Tron.
I feel like the whole game would be meta if you were, if it's like a action adventure puzzler,
Yeah.
but about a game making a game. You know, like that's
Yeah.
fucking,
No, of course.
like, meta on stacks.
Well, I can tell you with probable certainty, right? So I'm not certain, but it's there's a probable certainty here that the audience is not going to vote for your game, but we appreciate the attempt.
I like it. That's all that matters.
Cyber wants to know, is there music in the background? There should be music, unless I muted it. Oh, that's right.
Failed horribly.
No, I did fail horribly because after the timer, I didn't turn the background music back on. So now there should be music. That's important. While we're talking, if you don't have background music, it's like a normal stream, and who's going to want to tune into that? Right?
No one.
Exactly. It is quiet though, so let me know in chat if you can hear the background music, if it's too quiet, if you think I should turn it up, sound off in chat. Anyway, thank you for that, Duel. Next up, our new guest, Lux. What is your
Hello.
idea?
So, I have an idea for a game called The Promised Meta.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give you extra points for changing things up and not just sticking with the words that you saw on screen. You're the first person to do that.
Cool. So the game is a fighting game with a character creator, obviously. So a little bit like Mugen. There's obviously going to be restrictions on what you can create. Otherwise, you'll be able to create wild things. But you create your characters, you put them out there, and people can use them. And once a season, a giant tournament is hosted, and we determine who is meta.
Oh, wow. I feel like everybody here on the show, they're voting for that one. That's a good one.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I have a question. I don't know if you thought about it as much, but what kind of level of creation? Like, are you customizing their moveset too, or just looks?
That's the thing. I don't know. I would have to be moveset customization if we're setting it up so that people can create a meta, so to speak. Then then people would have to be able to customize a moveset more than just visuals.
Right. Phoenix pointed out that the new Street Fighter has a character customization mode.
Well, fuck that game then.
No, I'm just saying, like, you can add moves from different characters and create basically your own Street Fighter, but borrowing moves from other pre-existing Street Fighters.
Soul Calibur did it first.
Soul Calibur did do it. No, you know what game actually did it first was Fighter Maker. So, actually, I played this extremely shitty game for the Atari Jaguar a couple weeks ago. Cyber, you need to see this game. We'll talk about that later. Speaking of Cyber, you're up next. What is your idea that has been sprung forth from Meta Promise?
Okay, so I have to say this. I stopped typing after the prompt, but I type fast. So. We're going to call it Meta Promise. I'll just keep the title. It's going to be like an action-based retro-style game, but the premise of the game, in terms of mechanics, is that it's a delayed scoring game. Now, what do I mean by that? You have to play the game well, either by scoring or defeating enemies. You can complete goals, like platforming-based things, And the promise is at the end of a round you earn points, right? But sometimes the rules are hidden. So you have to devise what the meta is of that particular round.
Wow.
And if you clear a stage, you get enough points by doing that. It kind of borrows from Balatro, where you have to learn more about the mechanics of the game as you play it.
Right.
And you sort of devise the meta for the scoring. It's not clear at first, and you sort of figure it out. So I think this is for anybody who might appreciate like a quick gameplay, something that's maybe puzzle solving but experimenting, and so it gives you an avenue to come back to play it time and time again.
I could see that game doing well with WarioWare fans. Does that sound like it's in that same vein?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Like a random smash up of mini games kind of thing.
Yeah.
It could be right, but like the goals of each round are not necessarily clear. You sort of have to figure it out by experimenting. So it's like Wario World tells you what you need to do, and you have like 3 seconds to do it.
Okay.
This would be like you're thrown into a situation. You have enemies to kill. You have some platforms you have to climb, perhaps. Maybe there's like a secret exit you have to find. Something to that effect. And so you have to figure out what is the best way to score on each round. And so then your promised points is what comes at the end, and then whether or not you cleared enough objectives by exploring, experimenting would be how you clear the stage.
Wow. You know, I thought my like, let's say I was an investor, a publisher who was looking for a game to publish, you know, I thought my money was going to Lux's game, but that's giving me a run for my money. I'm interested in that. I want to see more. That's really good. So here's something really cool. Duel has access to Leonardo.ai, which is an AI image generator, and he's actually generating box art for his ideas. So if you're curious, you want to see that, hop into the Discord server. Let me post the invite code in chat. And if you want to hop into the Discord server and see these cool images that Duel has created, check them out. But now it is time for the voting round. My money, I'm split. I'm torn. I got to see what chat has to say. Of those 4 ideas that you just heard, chat, which one are you most interested in playing? Cast your vote now.
What did they vote?
Yeah, I don't know. Do we need voting music? We need voting music, huh? I'll just crank up the background music.
Can you just play the by itself?
Right?
Should I do that? I was gonna crank up the background music. Torgo Love says he forgot all of them. Can you do a poll? I can do a poll.
Can you do a poll?
I can make a poll.
Yeah, a poll would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
How do I do a poll? Let's see.
Type /poll.
Oh, okay. All right. /poll.
And then it should give you a window.
Okay.
Where you can fill out the options.
Okay, so I enter that, and then look at that. All right, question: which game good best? And then our options are Animes and Man. Say your ideas again, I guess, for people who might have forgotten. It is a lot of information to remember.
That was the first-person platformer where the distractions are the obstacles.
And Duel.
To get to your games.
Mine is a game design simulator isekai.
I love that. Lux?
Mine is a fighting game with a character creator and a structured tournament to determine which character is best.
And last but not least, Cyber.
A round-based meta discovery puzzling action platformer game where you get your score after you've figured out the stage.
Well, the poll is live, so we'll see what happens. No votes so far. But so far, I think Cyber, you got a vote just because you got 2 votes just because I think it's most recent in people's minds.
Recency bias, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I think. I'm not sure, but we're getting lots of votes. Admittedly,
should we refrain from voting or not?
No, not at all. I mean,
I already voted.
Yeah, please vote.
You're here to vote.
Admittedly, this title is pretty weak, but this is a practice round. Let's call this the practice pancake, because when you make pancakes, the first one is always.
Yeah, but I eat it anyway.
You eat it anyway, right? But it's like you know that's the pancake with Down syndrome.
Hell yeah.
Just like children.
Right.
I said the keyword isekai and got people sold, man.
Clearly, yeah.
The poll has ended. Duel, you won that round. Surprising everyone. I did not see that one coming.
Poll was a neat idea. We should keep that.
That's staying in. That's see, we're learning these things as we go.
You can adjust the time too. So like if you give them like, I find that 2 to 3 minutes is probably fine just because of the lag, the latency between.
Right. That one was 1 minute, so I'll do 2 minutes next time. So let me get rid of the title. Let's generate a new title. Duel took that round.
For you, Vec. What did you think about having 4 contestants at once?
Yeah.
That was I forgot to bring that up because I was gonna comment on that. As a matter of fact, it's actually I think it works fine. I think it's
fine.
I think it works just not a problem. The major issue is that right now is that dice rolling takes too much time, and I'm basically like what I'm trying to do, like what you're not seeing behind the scenes, is that I'm trying to create a title that I think will lead to the best possible ideas. So Meta Promise I think was I dropped the ball on that one, but this next one I guarantee you is gonna be like way better, I think, unless it isn't. So we'll find out. All right, our first keyword is oh yeah, this is gonna be good. First keyword is. You guys ready for it? Should I tell you guys now, or do you want to wait for a surprise?
Do them both. Roll them both and then say it together.
Yeah,
Okay.
say it all together.
All right, all right, okay, all right. Let's see here.
Yeah, see, Ebony mentioned that they only had enough time to like
Right, okay,
react at the last second.
okay, all right. I'll do 2 minutes. I think 3 minutes might be too many minutes.
Are you in a time crunch for something?
No, it's just I think keeping people waiting. I think on a poll, my instincts tell me that's a bad idea. But anyway, all right, we have a title, but before we can reveal this title, we need to head to the warp zone and teleport to the space zone. We are now in space. Dun dun dun. I need space music. Oh, I forgot space music. Damn it.
Oh, Spacebone wasn't the title.
Spacebone was not the title, no, but I do.
Spacebone.
Space.
It is now.
You want the title to be Spacebone? Oh, there needs to be a round where, like, the winner or the loser suggests a title. You know, like,
That'd be funny.
have somebody have home field advantage, like they propose a title, and then everybody else they're kind of playing. They're on defense because they don't have advanced knowledge of knowing the title. That sounds like a fun mechanic. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good catch-up mechanic.
Also, why am's I not in chat on stream? I don't know. I just noticed that. Why are you not in chat on stream?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Mr. Shreckles is. Yeah, like it doesn't show up
Oh, that's weird.
at all.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. No one here has seen that either, I think. So
Isn't it a setting that Mr. Shreckles has, maybe?
must be some kind of thing.
Did you opt
where-
out?
Yeah, he was like, make
Did
me
you
invisible.
actually get shadow
Don't collect
banned?
my data.
What? Okay. Yeah, I've never seen that before, and I don't know how to fix it. So, yeah, he's the promise. He's the promised meta. Look at that.
There he is.
Anyway,
There you go.
is everyone ready for the title? The name,
let's
Man.
the name of your game for this round is. Wait, I messed up.
Is that it?
Nope. It's
Oh,
not. It's not. I
that's
messed up.
a-
Okay, so what you're gonna do
Very-
is, no. Undo that. Because you gotta every time you type something new, you have to recenter it so that it doesn't look lopsided. The title is The Spooky Guardian.
Oh my god.
Why is spooky in there?
Because I needed random adjectives, and you know, last time the word choices were way too serious, and so this time I thought it would be good to throw some comical words in there. So you know, yeah. Well, you could change it to Creepy Guardian if you think that suits your game idea better. But anyway, you got 60 seconds. Begin. you would like to change it to Spoopy, I will not protest, but someone else might. I'll have to do another poll to see if you get banned or not. All right, after 60 seconds, what did you come up with for the Spooky Guardian? Let's start in alphabetical order again. Actually, we'll do reverse alphabetical order. We're starting with Cyber.
Hey, it's me. The Spooky Guardian. All right, let's see. This is you're a kid, and this is a top-down isometric dungeon type crawler. And the premise is you're told to clean your room, and so you go under your bed to find your toys and things to put them away, but then you get slipped into like a world of their imagination, and it turns into like a dungeon. And then while you're in there, you discover the Spooky Guardian, which is the monster under your bed, but it's actually like a ghost that floats behind you. It kind of looks like a sheet ghost. And the goal is you're supposed to scour these dungeons under your bed of your imagination. And sometimes it'll be like behind a dresser or inside your closet or something. And like the end goal is to get the treasure. And so you beat some encounter like the spooky lint monster in the laundry or something, and then you end up getting your missing car, which is the treasure for that dungeon. That's all I got.
All right. Hey, it's an idea. Next up.
No, there isn't, Trek.
Oh, wait. What?
Is there a safe way to say child dungeon crawler?
I mean, that is the safe word. That is the safe word.
No, the safe word is
That's my safe word. Child dungeon crawler.
Too many syllables.
I'm trying not to violate
That's the point.
TOS. Can we please move on? Next up, we have Lux Solus Pax.
All right. So for my idea of the Spooky Guardian, it's a Halloween-themed tower defense game where you play as the Spooky Guardian, and you can raise a little horde of minions to help you defend your mansion from the villagers that are coming to tear down your house because you are spooky.
Right. Naturally. That's got my money. I like that one. All right, let's see what Duel came up with.
Mine is a Switch game, similar to that old board game Don't Wake Daddy.
What? Let me look this up so I can get some reference.
Yeah, look up Don't Wake Daddy. That game sucked. What?
It did suck. But so basically it's a party game like Ultimate Chicken Horse, but you're trying to get past the guard to get the treasures that they're guarding.
The aforementioned daddy, I presume.
Yeah. But,
Mr. Shreckle's like, why do you always bring up that game?
Don't Wake Daddy, but it's like, you're trying to sneak past a guard to get to its treasures, but you're also trying to hinder other players from doing the same.
So it is a stealth sabotage game, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a party game.
It's a party game.
Really fun.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Mr. Shreckle says, why do you always bring up that game? Clearly you have a history with Don't Wake Daddy.
He just likes to make headcanon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Last but not least, we have Animes and Man.
Well, I'm actually aiming to go for least now. So this is going to be kind of themed after Echo, that one game by the developers who did Shadow of the Colossus.
Eco.
And I looked up the Japanese name. It says Echo.
No, it's
Oh no,
Eco.
it does say Eco.
Yeah.
Right? You're right.
It's
I
all
can't
good.
read katakana anymore.
All good.
Minus points for me. You are basically a ghost escorting an NPC throughout the whole adventure. The problem is that they are actually afraid of you. So if you interact with them too much or too directly, they get afraid of you and go in the wrong direction / towards enemies of various types. It's a third-person action adventure puzzler, and you have the capability of doing stuff like like directly influencing the guarded, but that makes them more spooked out, or inhabiting inanimate objects to spook them in the correct direction.
What?
That's
Oh,
cool.
like
Oh,
Ghost Trick.
I really like that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you got my money. Like, it's not even a contest. That's brilliant.
No,
Yeah.
try to lose.
You want to lose?
Okay.
What? Now, what I think is interesting about this is, despite the fact that the title is ass, that was a really amazing idea for a game, and which is it's working. Yes, it works. We have a winning formula. No, that's really good.
It's working, Morty.
I'm gonna revisit the VOD after this, and I want to explore that. That's really cool. So I feel like I've planted ideas in people's heads, and so, man, if you don't win, I'm gonna be shocked and awed. So apparently there's an option to allow additional votes with points, but I feel like
you should do that. No,
I should do that, or I
don't do
shouldn't.
that. No, don't do that. Because that'll.
I see what you mean.
I'm
like they
tempted.
can vote multiple times.
Yeah.
Make it cost
If you
like
use
500
points.
souls. That's fine.
500.
Well, he can adjust
You know
the
how many
cost,
I
but
have?
Right.
Yeah.
So I can adjust the
that's
cost.
just, that's just
maybe-
making the rich richer.
I know. Yeah. No. I so maybe for like a lightning round or a sudden death. I don't know. Because people who have been here in the stream, like you people here on air right now, like, you have the biggest advantage. So, like, let me just vote for my own game 100 times.
Right.
But
Oh, I could, huh?
yeah. So let me see here. All right, we got 2 minutes to vote. I'm gonna start the poll in 3, 2, 1 now.
Oh wow, that was fast.
Thank you. I do my best. Did I forget to turn on the background music
Who was
again?
the
I
one
did.
that came up with the not the Don't Wake Daddy, the chicken horse, the ultimate chicken horse one?
That was
Yeah,
Cyber,
that was
I
me.
think.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it was Duel.
The party game?
No, it was dual.
Yeah, the
Party
party
Hours party game? Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
We got
Let's go over them real quick, right?
wait. Oh wait, no, the poll is already active. Should I do?
Yeah.
Polls active.
Oh man, too bad you can't unvote.
Yeah. Can you unvote?
Ah, no, you can't.
No, I don't think so. You'd have to end the vote and do it again.
Well, do your best. Anyway, we got Foxy Long in chat, and we also have Matters here. Welcome to the show. So if other people show up to the waiting room, what I'll have to do is the person who gets the least votes during a round, they will have to get booted back into the waiting room, and then
Oh.
the next guest will be brought on.
Oh, okay.
If
Okay.
to up the stakes. So let's see here.
I love steak.
I
steak
do
is
love steak.
yeah, steak is
Delicious.
fantastic.
I know people order it medium rare. I do like the rarer steaks. I like that blood.
Is the poll still going, or did it end?
It's still
It's
going.
just going, you know?
Still going.
Okay, still going. So you still have time if you haven't voted. If you just got here and you missed the pitches, well then you can
Just
still
pick
vote.
the one. Pick the name that you like the most.
Right, you can still vote, but I feel like that would be weird. But
I would also pick Dual Revolver still because that, either that or Lux Solus because that's a cool name.
you're basing your vote based on the names of the people who, not the games themselves.
But yeah, it's a very common practice.
You are just
Yeah.
chaos.
Dude,
like
isn't that what you do with your ballot?
You just throw your vote away.
Yeah, this name sounds good.
And
Yeah, that name sounds cool.
surprising no one, Animes and Man, he won that round. Great work.
I voted
Yeah,
for him.
yeah, I know. How could you not?
No, so I have to say something
Go ahead.
because I'm ancient.
You won that debate.
There's a
We
game.
know.
There's a game on the Sega Genesis
Ooh.
called Poltergeist. It's called Haunting Starring Poltergeist.
Okay.
Very similar concept. You're a ghost and
yeah.
you're trying to scare people and also affect things in the house to affect the people out of the house. I'm just saying.
No,
Probably
I
didn't know about it.
I mentioned it, but
that's cool.
people might not have heard. There is another game that came out after that, Ghost Trick, the Phantom Detective, or something like that, where you possess inanimate objects to distract people and get them to, not get a piano dropped on their head and stuff like that. So
So we're 2 weeks away from spooky season. So if you want to check out these spooky themed games, please
yeah,
do.
yeah. What are those? What was that one? Poltergeist? You played that on stream, haven't you?
Sega Mega
I
Drive?
almost
The
did.
Haunting?
I'll put it in chat.
Yeah.
Check out the
Poltergeist.
check
That's
out the cover art I just put on Discord.
Yeah. It's
I feel like that's pretty spot on.
that's
Ooh.
you keep generating those Goosebumps book covers.
I love it, dude. That's what I love it.
Yeah.
Bardamom.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so that round is over. Congratulations to Animes Man. That was. Did you just try and post a link?
I did try to post a link. because
Stream didn't
that's,
like that.
I've,
I'll tell you what.
well, that's
You can post a
shame.
link in the Discord, and then if I approve it, then I think I'm allowed to
Okay,
post
well,
links.
it's to
Oh, okay.
the wiki of the haunting game
Right.
Oh.
that
All
was
right.
being referenced, starring Poltergeist.
Starring Poltergeist. Yep, that is a game. I have seen it be played. It does exist. It is a game. That is all I can say about that. All right, congratulations again to Animes and Man. We are leaving.
Follow me.
Oh, what? We got a follower.
Wait.
You don't need to yell, Cyber.
Wait. Follow me.
Thanks for the follow. You know what? The title of the game was in the way. I didn't see who that person was. It's probably
Thanks to Spooky Guardian for following.
it's probably a bot. I usually when people follow before they chat, it's a bot that's getting ready to be banned. So be on the lookout for a bot. Oh, it was literally me. Okay, it was Mr. Shreckles. Thanks for the follow, Mr. Shreckles. Much appreciated. We are leaving space. We're coming back down to Earth, but in a different time zone. Welcome to the cyberpunk zone. Because Cyber complained that there weren't enough
Heck yeah, man.
backgrounds. And you know, and
Shake things up. Keep
Yeah.
things interesting.
he was getting bored looking at the same looping background the whole stream.
Animations over and over again.
Yeah, so I added a bunch of crazy visuals just for him. Anyway,
I appreciate it. I just want to say that.
all right, the next title. Let's get some keywords in there. This one's gonna be good. I can feel it. The last two were kind of forgettable, but you know, it happens. Ooh, okay, all right. So far, so good. I like it. All right, give me a good one. Come on. All right, what do we have? We have. Ooh, okay, all right. It's also generic, but that's by design. The reason why they have to be generic is you don't actually want these titles to be too good, because then if they're too marketable, then you know someone would actually want to try and sell it. But
We're trying to sell the game, not the title, right?
yeah, but it's like, you know, these are throwaway titles. It's just for practice. So if they weren't generic enough, then trust me, you don't want that. Mr. Shreckles is the Spoopy Guardian. You should come in a chat, because I gotta say, I hate to call people out. Lux, you didn't get any votes that last round.
I know, man.
That was
I
People
didn't
don't
get
like
any
me.
votes before that though. So what is that? What happens there?
well, nobody was in the waiting room, so he's, you know, you're here for now, Lux.
Okay.
Shreckles has to go to work. He doesn't really exist now, but hey, Shreckles, we appreciate you showing up. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you can join us on the next episode. I think this might be a regular thing. So far, things are going well.
I have enjoyed it.
Yes. So, are you ready for the next title? You might not be able to see it because
I was born ready.
this background's actually a little too bright. So with the white text, maybe I might have to
do
change
a
that.
black outline around your text.
Yeah, I might have to do that.
Yeah, do it right now.
Do it right now.
Right now.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Hurry up.
You have to have a
Or you
strong
can fix
font.
this VOD in post and
There, do it right now.
idiots.
There, looks better on this screen.
I
Hurry up.
can do a gradient to change the color,
No.
which is cool.
Ooh.
Well, we'll see how this
Those
shoots.
are really garbage.
We'll see how this looks. Good luck. All right, the title of your game for this round is Realm of the Luminaries, which I spelled improperly.
Luminaries.
There we go. Now it looks better. Or maybe you want to misspell it on purpose.
Can I get the definition, please?
of Luminary?
Use it in a sentence.
Nope. No, you can't.
This is the worst spelling bee ever.
So, the name of your game is Realm of the Luminaries. The timer begins now. All right, that was 60 seconds. So now I'm gonna do the thing that Steve Harvey would do on Family Feud. Let's learn more about our contestants. You know, I've been curious this whole time, Lux. I notice that your username is very Latin. What is the translation of your username? Light.
It is my
something.
It is my Chinese name.
Say what?
Yeah.
Chinese isn't Latin.
I know, but my Chinese name, which is Sunlight and Peace, is what I used as a basis to create my gamertag.
Right on. Sunlight and peace.
So Lux means
Dope.
light.
That's right.
Solus is sun. And
Pax is peace. Like paz in Spanish.
No, like I think of. Have you guys ever had the deep dish pizza Patchies?
What?
I have not.
Sounds
Yeah, Patchies.
Yeah, but what does that have to do
Patches
with?
pizza.
They didn't have pizza in ancient Rome.
Not just pizza.
You sure about that?
Excuse you, sir. It's deep dish pizza.
Oh, sorry. I like
Yeah.
deep
Well,
dish
see,
pizza.
I don't think I have one of these near me.
Okay, well, that is not where he got the inspiration from for his handle. So
Nope,
there's a-
not in the slices.
But
Not in
Lux-
the slightest.
maybe Luxol is patchy.
It's in the
Is
slices.
an
It's not in
alternate.
the slices for you, bud.
Not in the slices. Not in the. I think the play on words there was not in the slightest. Right?
No, I like not in the slices.
It's-
It's
not in
not
the
the
slices?
dice. That like
Not in the cards.
it's not your cards.
Slice.
It's not
Yeah.
your
We are
slices.
everybody in chat right now on air is messing up common idioms. So we need to move
We're
on.
making better ones. That's the point.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Sure. Hold on. Wait. That's laughable.
I don't know if there's a laugh track in play because I can't hear it.
You can't hear the laugh track?
Oh,
Oh,
we're in
Is it on
this.
stream only?
I have stream muted.
oh, you have the
Everyone's
stream muted.
laughing. We're
Well-
all laughing right now.
Yeah.
We're all
We're
laughing on the
inside.
inside.
Yeah.
Well, they heard that on stream. So, all right. Last time it was reverse alphabetical order, so we're doing it alphabetical again. Let's start with An Amazing Man. What is your idea for Realm of the Luminaries?
So it's kind of like a combination of the Four Swords, and there was this other game that used shadows as part of their action adventure, but I don't remember it at the moment. This is again an action puzzle game where you control light and light sources, as well as the colors, and via that the shadows that exist on the screen. Using your different like little people that you can control. One person controls the color, one person controls light intensity, one person controls some other element that I haven't thought of yet. But in combining their properties, you can solve puzzles like that, matching various lights to turn on like a door, or traveling along light beams, or moving shadows to avoid enemies like finding you. So that's my pitch at the Luminaires.
All right, sounds playable. Somebody could play that. If you like that, don't forget it, because you won't hear it again. Next up, we have Dual Revolvers. What's your idea?
Mine is a third-person story-based action game, kind of like God of War, maybe with RPG elements.
Okay.
It is a game about the newest member of a superhero team, or maybe a god.
Oh, gods.
Like, either way, they're becoming the newest member of like a all powerful team called the Luminaries,
Okay.
and they have to level up and become more powerful so that they can join the team.
So it sounds like they start off and they're too human, like the game,
Yeah.
too human. But as they level up, they become worthy of the title of luminary.
Yeah.
Because they're entering the realm of the luminaries, right? So
Yeah.
we need gameplay. That's a great premise, but what's gonna make me want to play it?
It's classic. You play superhero, you level up your abilities, putting points into various skills to various powers, and like I said, it's gonna be like similar to like God of War style fighting combat.
Okay. So all right. So it's basically it's an RPG.
Yeah.
All right.
What's an RPG, Vektor?
No,
Wish I could read
man.
about that.
How many days do you have? Not enough. Moving right along to Lux Solus Pax, the peaceful sunlight man. What's your idea?
So, my idea is a JRPG set in a realm of luminaries where their light is slowly fading and starting to die, and you, as the protagonist, must save the world by returning light to the land. The way you use light in the battle system lets you make sweeping changes to the battle. Like, for instance, if you use a certain color light or a certain character, everybody on the field, including your own characters, take X more damage or something like that. And there's going to be all sorts of various effects based on who you have in your party and what light they can turn on or off in a given battle.
Wow. Interesting. All right. That's some interesting mechanics. All right. Very interesting. Let's see what Cyber was able to come up with.
So the first thing that I thought when I heard this title, Realm of the Luminaries, was a MOBA. And I actually hate MOBAs, but I'm gonna take this as a design challenge and try to do something cool.
That's funny, 'cause I thought the same thing.
So Realm of the Luminaries, totally a MOBA thing. The goal is to take down the gods, the luminaries, right? We're going to call them luminaries, but they're effectively gods and demigods.
Right.
And so at each particular phase, whatever, each point, instead of where you would normally fight like a mid-boss or something, those are the luminaries, right? Except the difference is, based on the team composition on either side, those luminaries will be different. And when you defeat them, you take their powers. So you take whatever abilities those particular luminaries had. Whether it be like, I don't know, laser beams or area of effect attacks or heals or whatever. And the goal is that you would then destroy, it would give you incentive to destroy as many of those demigods before going to the opposing squad's side to fight the final luminary, using all their abilities against them, effectively.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Wait, what?
You want to repeat
That's a
that?
MOBA.
I'll allow people to repeat that.
Okay.
Sure. It's a MOBA, right?
Yeah.
And you know how you have different, I forget what the terminology is for like the smaller.
Like towers?
Oh, the minions?
Towers up. Yeah, you got minions, you got towers, then you got the final whatever on the other side, the big boss.
The big core.
Okay.
The core. You take out the towers, but each tower, based on team composition, has a different ability that you steal. So you're stealing from the luminaries their abilities.
You know what's ironic about that is about the you not liking MOBAs is that you invited me to the Deadlocked beta thing.
It's a MOBA.
It's a MOBA.
Yep.
And then I invited
MOBA.
Animes and Men, I think, because I figured if they're just giving away invites, everybody should have it. Okay, so here's how this round is going to work. We have someone else who wants to join in the fray. They are in the waiting room, so now we got some stakes to play with. Whoever gets the least votes this round will be eliminated and sent back to the Shadow Realm. That's what I should call the waiting room, is the Shadow Realm. So they'll be sent back to the waiting room, and then they'll have a chance to come back once the next person is eliminated. Does everyone understand their rights as they have been read to you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're starting the poll. There's 2 minutes on the clock. People in chat, you have 2 minutes to vote on which game that you would like to play the most based on what you heard starting now. Hey, all right, we got cheap viewers.
Heck yeah, baby.
What's up, Marbe? Enjoy the ban. Who suggested the JRPG? That is for you to remember. I think. Well, here's what
I did.
Here's what I
Who was
noticed.
the JRPG? Okay.
Here's what I noticed about Realm of the Luminaries is that the title itself seemed to influence people's ideas. Everyone almost unanimously came up with an RPG. I think it was Lux Solus Pax had the JRPG, and
I wouldn't label mine as an RPG.
RPG or JRPG. There is a difference.
I don't label like the classic Legend of Zelda games RPGs. Those are just like adventure games.
Right, that is correct.
So like Four Swords style of adventure, I don't think I would label my type of game as an RPG.
Well, we can talk about adventure games another time, but
Oh yeah.
okay, so let's see here. We still have people
You
voting.
didn't vote.
You didn't vote? Don't forget to vote.
I did not vote.
I'm not voting because I think that would be a conflict of interest.
Who would you have voted for?
I don't remember actually
Yeah.
because I've been busy monitoring chat and adding people to the Discord and making sure that the background music is playing, which it is currently not.
I would have listening to Cyber's not MOBA game. It made me think of like doing a boss rush style game where as you defeat those bosses, you get those powers.
Right.
And it's an opposed game, so you're racing to beat each other's bosses, but then you get swapped at the last minute. I thought that would be cool.
Well,
Yeah,
get those words in while you can, Animes and Man, because as of now you have 0 votes.
Ah, that's okay.
Did you even
My
vote for
idea
yourself?
No, I don't. I'm doing Cards Against Humanity rules. Can't
Oh,
vote for
okay, I
yourself.
see. So we have a tie this round.
Hey.
We have a tie this round between Lux Solus Pax and Cyber. So both of you have to split the points amongst yourselves.
I'd rather fight to the death.
Dang.
Well, we'll have to come up with rules for that, for how people can fight to the death.
It was enough trouble for me to think of a MOBA-based game. Now you want me to like defend it?
I mean,
Exactly.
you basically, as soon as I heard MOBA, I shut off. So
Yeah.
That's all you need to hear, right? Like that's the
Yeah.
entire genre.
yeah,
Duel has posted the box art for his idea, which admittedly I hate.
no,
It
it's
kind of looks like City of Heroes. Remember that?
All right,
Yeah.
it looks
Man,
just like City of Heroes.
I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah, if you would like to see it, make sure to click the link and join the Discord. You can see these cool box art creations. You know, he looks. I mean, unless he's the bad guy, because he looks a lot like Homelander, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, but Homelander's not supposed to look like a bad guy. He's supposed to look like a good guy.
Well, it just so happens.
Anybody can look like a bad guy if you.
As it turns out, if you are of a certain demographic, yeah, Homelander looks like the bad guy. That's just how that goes. So,
Also true.
anyway, Animes and Man,
Hello.
we you don't leave just yet. But you've been eliminated for this round. But I hope you stick around because you'll have an opportunity. Then when the next person gets eliminated, as long as no one else shows up in the waiting room, then you'll come right back.
Before you boot me,
Yes.
I've never consumed like Yu-Gi-Oh in manga form. Does anyone ever actually come back from the Shadow Realm?
You know what I'm actually gonna call it, because forget the Shadow Realm. I'm gonna call it the Phantom Zone because I'm a huge Superman fan. And,
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure people came back from there.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, Zod, he totally did multiple times.
Okay.
So, in fact, I'm gonna rename that right now to the Phantom Zone, which fits into the theme of Vektor Spektor.
Yeah.
Vektor Spektor and his Phantom
Yeah.
Projector.
I see what you did there.
So Vektor Spektor's Phantom Projector is banishing Animes and Man to the Phantom Zone, and we're bringing in one of the patrons, Matt90. Welcome to the show.
Hello, mic sounding.
Wait,
Sounds great.
that was the wrong sound effect. This is what. There we go. Welcome, Matt90.
Sound great, man. How you doing?
Sounds
well,
rather
well.
European.
Yeah,
I am, in fact.
Matt is joining us from all the way across the pond.
Yeah. Well, technically, we're not European anymore, but.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Let's,
I forgot about that.
let's,
Is that how that
bring
works?
some diversity into this.
I mean, they're no longer part of the union, so
Yeah, but it's still
I'm
Europe.
continentally European on the Eurasian plate, but then that doesn't make me Asian, so.
I see. Well then.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're trying hard enough then.
You're so right.
Here you go. There, that deserves one of these.
I wish I
I'll
could hear
pretend
the
that I
sound
heard
effects.
it.
So
Yeah.
I am sharing my screen through OBS, but I don't know. I am sharing audio, so people should be able to hear the audio through.
I've got the stream muted, so I don't hear myself twice.
Okay. Well,
I don't deserve that.
so wait, how does that work? If I share my audio through OBS, does that also share other people's voices?
No,
It shouldn't, right?
no.
It shouldn't.
No, it shouldn't.
So you should just be tuning into the audio through my screen share. So figure that
I don't
out.
know.
Figure that
Yeah,
out.
it's whatever.
Work. You know, that's the people in chat. They're loving it. So
Well, you see, I'm not very intelligent.
that can't be the case because you're a patron of my channel. So only
True.
only smart people patronize me. So,
That's so true.
wait, would that make him a patronizer?
Yep, that's exactly what that makes him. He's an enabler and a patronizer, and funds terrorism.
Enabler feels fitting. Yeah, I'm about to say.
So
For
okay,
legal reasons, I don't.
so if you have not heard the rules, the way I'm doing this is I have a multi-dimensional array of 240 keywords, and what I'm doing is I'm rolling dice to determine which of those keywords get chosen, and then I try and come up with a marketable title based on those keywords. So our first keyword, we have, let's see here. Okay, that is our first keyword has been locked in. I'm going to generate one more keyword. Oh, I think this one's going to be a good one. I think this one's going to be a good one for sure. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I like this one a lot. I like this one quite a bit. I think this one gives a lot of freedom to come up with something really unique and I don't know, just interesting. But let me see here. Cyber mentioned earlier that a good idea would be to lock in a genre, and then like you have to remain within the constraints of that genre. And he has triggered a lightning round because I have already thought of this. I have thought of everything. Don't you understand? Welcome to the fantasy zone.
I appreciate that reference.
We have entered the fantasy zone. This is so
So we're limited to fantasy?
Well,
Okay.
Get ready.
Well, get ready. Cyber and I both despise European fantasy just because of how overdone it is. But I had this stock video in my library, and so I strung them together, and we are within the realm of fantasy. But you know, you can
like Dishonored.
I'll tell you what. I will. I'll offer bonus points if you can remain within the confines of fantasy, but it could be science fantasy. It could be, you know, like Star Wars is like, it's like, you know, what do they call it? Soft magic system, impotent magic system. You know, you'll figure it out. Whatever,
we'll figure it out.
whatever inspires you.
System.
If you would like to impose a constraint on yourself, I will always offer bonus points for that. So for now, we are deep within the fantasy zone. We have the background music playing. Good. So I'm gonna turn that off. You have 60 seconds to come up with an idea for a game based on this title. The title is Parasitic Illusion.
Parasitic Illusion. Okay.
You have 60 seconds starting now. And that was 60 seconds on the clock. Last time we did it in alphabetical order. This time we're going reverse alphabetical order, assuming I know my ABCs, and there's no guarantee that I do. So we are going to start with Cyber. What is your idea for parasitic illusion?
So I kind of have like a premise here, fantasy stuff. Just follow along with me. The plague has fallen upon the inhabitants of the world of Dormor. No relation to Lord of the Rings. However, are people really getting sick? You see the evidence of sickness, but no actual sickness. The king entrusts you, the fair knight, to investigate reports of vile creatures at the swamp. And what do? You discover these legion of creatures that are telepathically sucking the life of the inhabitants. So what you got to do is you got to go there and kill them all. That's all I got.
Excellent. No gameplay mechanics there. So if the premise sounds intriguing to you, well, remember that premise because that's what you're basing your decision on. All right, next up we have Matt 90.
Righto. So you said European fantasy. I say nay. I say English fantasy because Brexit means Brexit. In the land of Avalon, you are an aspiring politician of the king's court, probably like a viscount or a duke of a minor duchy, something like that. It is gameplay a la like Tropico, but with also like suzerain type beats. I don't know if anyone's played suzerain, but it's Tropico in the sense of you have to like city build. So you have to, build up your hold that you have been given, allocated by king and by god. And in unearthing various parts of your little duchy, we'll call it, you unearth this like ancient civilization, and using a parasite, this being from the ancient civilization that claims to have once ruled the land you now live upon, the land of Avalon, it infects the player character. And from there, you have to navigate, again, city building, but also like interpersonal politicking with other politicians, conspiring assassination plots, as this parasite slowly grows in you, making you look more ill and just worse and worse. Think like Red Dead 2, how the spoilers, tuberculosis grows in Arthur and he looks iller as the game goes on. Similar to that, the illusory part comes in where this parasite starts to manifest like visualizations and these like hallucinations in your character from the old world, but your player character being unable to properly decipher what's real or what's not can create these scenarios whereby you react, politically speaking, via, like sending an army, sending a messenger, an assassination plot, to something that isn't there. And that makes people question your leadership if you act wrong. So the illusory part comes in when you have to kind of cut through the cream of what's real, what's actually helping me politically, and what are these illusions that this parasite's taking over me from within doing to me.
All right. That was very... You did that in 60 seconds? Are you kidding?
Know what? You can do an awful lot in 60 seconds and apparently also become single. So, take notes.
Wow.
There you go.
All right. Well, I mean, I was gonna deploy a wrap it up sound effect, which you wouldn't have heard anyway, but I mean that's a lot of information. So I don't know how you managed to pull that off in 60 seconds, but hats off to you for that. Let's see if we have time for anybody else's idea. Moving right along. No, don't apologize. Just next time, a little bit more concise. Assuming you survive this round. Moving right along to Lux Solus Pax. What is your parasitic illusion?
All right, so the idea of the gameplay is pretty straightforward. It's a survival game. You are living in a bombed out, hollowed out city where some parasitic infection has swept through the region. You're just trying to survive, find resources, fight against slowly ticking hunger, thirst, and sanity meters, things like that. And you're just trying to make it through the day, day by day. And the illusion part comes in the story. It's actually a pretty key part of the twist as we sort of get into the climax or into the middle of the story. We find out that it's not just a kind of a random infection like we thought originally. There seems to be a bit of a conspiracy behind it, but you gotta play the game and figure out exactly what's going on to know.
Got it. All right, very nice. And last but not least, we have dual revolvers. Tell us your parasitic illusion.
So, the main character has been infected with an intelligent and ancient parasite, which is feeding off of them, making them sick, but it has also given them superhuman abilities. And they have to find a way to decide to either keep it or get rid of it.
So
So
they
first
can
person, it's first person, and there's a morality scale. And
Is this a game
Yeah.
about pro-choice? Because it's starting to sound like you're talking about a baby.
I mean,
Babies don't kiss.
ironically, I did think of the main character as female.
Have you seen a mom? You're going to tell me they don't have superhuman abilities?
I mean, there might be some subtext.
As, that was just a, Yeah. Anyway, well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Moms be crazy. They do. It's true. So that was. Wait, was that it? Was there any more?
I mean, yeah, that's basically it.
A parasite.
First person
It's making you sick.
morality game.
Now hold on. Wait. I have a
Yeah.
question. It's making
Mhm.
you sick. So what are the adverse effects of this parasite? Because you have superhuman abilities. So in terms of gameplay, how does it affect you?
It affects your mechanically or thematically.
Mechanically. That's what we're here for.
Mechanically, I'd say you're probably depending on the powers you choose, or depending on the powers that build up. Let's say you're like health and or stamina / mana, it gets stunted,
Okay. Got it.
or there are
Because it's leeching off you, right?
It's leeching off you.
Got it. Well, let's see if the people liked your idea. We have 2 minutes on the clock. That is how much time you have to vote, starting now. Get your votes in. Don't not vote. Vote. And also, the participants, you can also vote. So get those votes in. Now, just like we did donut vote, I would vote for donuts. Just like last round.
Always vote for
The one with the least number of votes is gonna get booted this round.
What if there's a tie for
What if there's I just noticed that. What if there's a tie?
Yeah,
Well, why aren't people voting for their own idea? That's because there's
I'll vote for my own idea. There you go.
Well-
I'll
Bills was pretty good. I've got to say, Bills was pretty good.
Yeah, Doles was really good.
yeah. I have accurately demonstrated what we call the overpitch.
I imagine, not that I'm, trying to get more votes, but I say intelligent parasite because there's internal dialogue.
Yeah,
Oh,
like it would
okay.
talk to you, and,
Right?
like maybe
Yeah.
maybe make fun of you a little bit, or like
Yeah.
be a little bit whiny because it knows that it needs you to live. And when it comes time to make the decision, you're kind of like, is it like a Stockholm syndrome kind of thing, or
I don't know.
Maybe.
Wasn't there a game
Yeah.
where you're like a mobster and there's like a monster in you that like kills things for you?
Oh, the
and stuff
darkness?
Like that? Yeah, the darkness. Is it like that?
I mean, could be.
Duel has posted another fantastic Goosebumps cover in
They
the
really
chat
are, man.
of the Discord server.
Even mechanically, instead of mana, all of the spells and abilities can just use life points.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was similar to how in Prototype, it uses like your body mass, which is also your health bar.
Listen,
we still have
I set
time.
my
We
game
still have
squarely
time.
in a fantasy setting.
Yep.
Just saying.
Well, looks like Duel came out on top that round. Congratulations. Lux, I think you threw your vote away. So you voted for Duel?
Yeah.
Well, that wound up. You could have had a tie. We could have had a tiebreaker and could have done something really intense. But well, I hope you stick around because you might have you will have a chance to come back next round unless somebody else hops into the waiting room. But so far, that doesn't seem to be the case. So, Lux, you're going back to the Phantom Zone.
Womp womp.
But we do appreciate you being here. We're gonna bring Animes and Man back in. And welcome back, Animes and Man.
Oh my gosh, do you know the Phantom Zone is kind of spooky, dude?
Is it?
Clean it up.
Maybe we should do a round about the Phantom Zone. Like that's the title, the Phantom Zone.
No. I don't know if I feel comfortable about that.
Okay, well then we won't
Yeah,
do
he
it.
has an unfair advantage.
Oh right, yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
He's done a ton of research.
They're freshest.
It's good that we had to kick Lux out because he's hungry, so he's gonna go eat. So I'm generating new keywords as we speak. Our first, okay, this one has potential. This one,
Are we gonna change backgrounds again?
oh yeah, we should, huh? We're leaving the fantasy realm, fantasy zone. We're going back to Arcade Paradise.
Arcade. Nice.
That's I don't know
Your
what else.
place I was too young to ever go to.
What? No, this is dumb.
You know, last time when we played this, we got some of the best ideas from the dumbest titles.
That's
so-
true. It's true. So I'm gonna call an audible on the play. The keyword that I generated, I meant to delete that and I didn't. So I'm throwing it away now. But it's just there, sticking out like a sore thumb. I almost said Thorsome again. I do that a lot.
Thorsome?
Yeah, Thorsome.
Man, there's a word for mixing words, and I can't
It's
remember.
a spoonerism.
Portland sounds better.
Metaphor, is it?
Spoonerism? I think the word you're looking for. is
Spoonerism, yeah.
No.
Spoonerism, yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be a weird one, I think. Let's see what people come up with. I'm curious now. Let's see. Is the background music playing? I think it is. Good. Okay. All right. The name of your game to all the participants and also people watching the stream. You can also play, albeit not for points. Anyway, so the name of the game is BioWeaver. What's so funny about that? Why are you laughing? What's what?
It's so goofy.
Well, it's a title, right? Nobody said they were gonna be good, but they are provocative, and they should inspire some kind of thought. So anyway, you have 60 seconds to come up with an idea, and remember, for your ideas, it's an elevator pitch. It is not a long car ride back from Six Flags pitch. Anyway, 60 seconds on the clock, starting now. What the hell is Poop Killer? Never heard of that game. Gotta love that timer music. And nobody's complained that there has been an echo in the stream, so I'm assuming that the audio is working properly. So, you know what I was supposed to do during that time? I was supposed to use the time to create the poll. But I didn't because I'm not a smart man, Janae. But anyway, let's see. What are your ideas? Well, let's see. Last time we did reverse alphabetical, right?
Yup.
All right, I think we did.
Yeah.
Animes and Man is joining us again, back from the Shadow Realm. What is your idea for
Phantom Zone.
For the? What did I say?
You said Shadow Realm.
Oh, I did say Shadow Realm. I meant the Phantom Zone. So welcome back from the Phantom
Distinct
Zone.
Shadow Realm.
Welcome
It's
back.
called the Phantom Realm.
It's the Phantom Realm or Phantom Zone? No, in
Phantom Zone TM.
should I put TM? I'm not doing that. Anyway.
You're not doing that.
Welcome back, Animes and Man, from the Phantom Zone. What is your idea for BioWeaver?
Yeah, so my idea for BioWeaver, once I read it, I immediately thought of games like The Witcher, but also like Mass Effect. So it takes place in a closer towards the future kind of element. But you are it is a third-person adventure RPG game. As you defeat enemies, you can collect their essence and use it to weave your own gear. That's where the bioweaving part comes in. And as you're weaving in gear to yourself, it's actually weaving into you as a person. So that's how it affects your stats and stuff like that. There's an overarching theme about taking from the environment and using those elements and incorporating themselves, and eventually possibly losing yourself if all you become is just this weird biomass.
Whoa, that's an interesting premise. We'll see if people like it. Next up, we have Dual Revolvers.
My game is about a cyber surgeon who replaces people's body parts with cybernetic implants and prosthetics.
So like Surgeon Simulator, but cyberpunk.
No, I don't know if I want it to be a simulator, more like a 3D version of Papers, Please, if you've heard about it.
I have. I was hoping you would say Operation, but yeah, Papers, Please. All right.
Yeah. But you know, like there's a story and you have to fulfill orders, yes, but it's not like a difficult like a surgeon simulator
Right.
is. It's difficult on purpose because you have to like control the fingers individually or shit, something like that. I want you to actually to be able to do the work. It's but,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're a doctor, but you're giving people cybernetic enhancements and stuff. Okay. All right. Very interesting concept. Let's move along to Matt90, known in chat as Matt RRRRRRS. I don't know how to pronounce any of that.
It matters, I guess, but instead of an anyways. So this one is like Surgeon Simulator, my BioWeaver, except it's on a medieval battlefield, and you are the field doctor for the standing army of your kingdom, because we're sticking with English fantasy.
Huh.
When you're stitching back together soldiers, however, you do not have to do it properly. And by creating horrendous flesh amalgam beings, you then send them back out to the battlefield, and your performance in creating horrible flesh soldiers will depend on our standing army's success. So you have to create the nastiest bio-woven soldiers to beat the enemy kingdom in like an Age of War style game at the same time. But it's like the Surgeon Simulator with the hand.
Whoa, that's interesting. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's move on to Cyber. What is your idea?
Man, you're all thinking too small. In BioWeaver, you're an irradiated mutant spider, and you terrorize the city with your webs. You can lay traps to catch unsuspecting citizens and their vehicles and their children. You start off as first person because you're small, but as you level up and grow, your in-game perspective changes to third person until you're about the size of a building and the camera pulls all the way. The goal is to destroy every city as you declare supremacy over the human race.
Oh.
Had myself muted. Or I didn't have myself muted on Discord, but I did on the stream. So, all right, those are our 4 entries Let's see. We got a new sub. Hey, Bond of the Kai is back. Thanks for the sub. And what did I miss in chat? Probably a whole bunch. Let me see here. Let's start the poll. Let's see what people think about these ideas. You got 2 minutes to cast your votes. Get those votes in. And thanks again for the sub, Bond of the Kai. Bond of the Kai now doesn't have to worry about ads, because when ads pop up, unless you're subbed to the channel, you gotta watch a trailer for Venom 2 or 3, or maybe they'll try and sell you a car. Who knows?
They tried to throw at me Chevron Techron gasoline ad.
There you go.
Well, don't light yourself on fire.
Or do. It's a free country.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm protesting
Oh, right.
something.
Yeah, just be careful what you're screaming as you go down. It might make the news.
Yeah.
Exactly. Forgot to turn on the background music. Now we have that running. Let's see here. You know what? While people are voting, I'm gonna generate the next keywords. And remember, there's a lot on the line. If people don't like your idea, you're out of here. So let's see what we have so far. Oh, we might have our first tie. We might have to do a tiebreaker.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how that's gonna work. We haven't had a tiebreaker yet.
First place or last?
For first place, people split the points, of which there aren't any. I'm not keeping track of any of this. But
You lied to us.
I never. No, I didn't. I just said you're gonna get points. I never said how many, and I mean that's your job to keep track of how.
That's my job to keep track of the points?
Yeah.
What?
No, it's your job to keep track
Always,
of how many points you have.
I have -5. I don't know how I do, but I have -5.
Oh, that's not my problem. I'm just a
That's
host.
the American to be in debt, honestly.
The first game show that gets everybody in debt. That's funny. I love it. Sounds like America.
Okay, all right. I'm generating keywords while people are voting. Oh, this one might not be that good. But
Oh, job. There you go. My redemption arc from the Six Flags trip.
All right, congratulations to Matt90 for winning that round. But now we have an issue, right? Because we have a two-way tie for last place. So I don't know. Here's what I'm gonna do: sudden death round. Yeah. Yes. Oh yes, this shall be glorious. So we got dual revolvers versus cyber. This is a tiebreaker. Tiebreaker's a good title. Maybe the title should be tiebreaker. It should be just the two of you. Just kidding. We're not doing that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another poll for just the two of you. 1 minute on the clock. It's a sudden death round, and I'm gonna allow additional votes for. I'm gonna allow additional votes for. Let's say
1,000 points.
I feel like that's too prohibitive. I'm gonna be chaotic. 128 souls gets you an extra vote, which I should just see a skyrocketing number of votes. Let's see what happens. Start poll.
Why did you choose 2 to 7?
Someone,
we're just voting.
Someone
vote?
buy me a sub and I'll vote for you with my souls.
Are we voting for who goes away or who's staying?
Who's staying? Did you vote for it, Cyber? It's like
Duels voted for me.
right. If it winds up 50-50 again, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
No,
They both get booted.
I know, right?
I'm not spending extra points. So if you guys really like me that much, you can vote for me. But just keep in mind, you're a giant freaking spider. Okay.
I was thinking like the spider tank digital trip from Watch Dogs 2 or Watch Dogs 1, whichever one it was in.
Oh yeah. There's also one in Destiny.
Yeah, but Destiny's a bad game.
Yep, it sure is. This is a fact. It is known.
Yeah, by how much money it's made.
Phoenix wasted her points on a stream redeem instead. Oh, come on!
Yes,
Are you
I waited
kidding?
to the last second.
Are you kidding me? How about we just flip a coin? I'd be
You're
okay
so
with
chaos.
either way.
Wait, hold
That
on.
is hilarious.
Maybe we have a lightning round of who would ruin
All right, I
that
think.
too. Who would ruin the sequel more to BioWeaver?
What?
Ooh.
Look.
Ooh.
I mean, listen. I don't know. The thing is. Oh, what the...
god, it's so juicy!
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Check this out. I feel bad for Lux, right? Because I'm like, he's sitting there in the Phantom Zone. I'm sure he'd like to come back on the show, but he contributed the most channel points, and it's his fault that there is a tie. So, it's in fact like he's the one who caused his own suffering.
Or entertainment, if depending how you look at it.
Like, because that's the crazy thing is like if he had just not done anything, he would have been on the show right now. But because he voted, so all right. So that was the goal, he says. So he actually wants to stay in the Phantom Zone a little bit longer.
What a weirdo. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, clearly he's enjoying himself. So we're just gonna let him roast in there. We're gonna go on to the next round.
Eating.
Are you fielding feedback right now, or do you want to like?
Yeah, what do you got to say?
after
Let's hear it.
I feel like if I were a member of the audience, I would like to see people's like screen names pop up while they're talking. That way, I can associate a name
Yeah,
to the voice pitch.
right.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. No, that is an oversight that I have not accounted for, and obviously I can't do that live, but that is
Right.
absolutely something that will happen.
For next time.
Yeah. I'll figure
Yeah.
out how to do that. If only
We're
I
still
had.
alpha testing this.
I
game.
mean, dude, I worked for 6 hours straight just coming up with the graphics for this event, but
it looks good.
Yeah, he had to build the universe.
yeah, look at that. I had to
And
say
then
let
film
there
it?
be light. I had to say let there be Lux sell his packs, and then he kept himself in the shadows. So that's so crazy, but that's cool. I should give him points for sacrificing himself. Like he's staying in the shadow zone. I mean the Phantom Realm zone, Phantom Power.
Shadow Phantom.
The Shadow Phantom place. Yeah, reactive Discord overlays. I could do that.
The
I'm
Shadow Phantom Realm Zone.
not doing that right now. So, because we're in the middle of a show. As a matter of fact, we are at about the halfway mark of the show. Do people need a break?
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta pee.
All right, let's do
Intermission.
Let's do a quick intermission. Let's call it 5 to 7. I don't have a. You know what I'll do? Hold on. Wait a second. Wait.
You have an intermission.
I have an
Just not
intermission,
for
but
this game.
I don't want to
Oh.
do the intermission for my normal stream. So
Yeah.
I will create a.
If you'd like to, you can just give me another pitch, and I will inevitably talk about a pitch game for long enough over the entire break.
For 5
Too
minutes.
long.
Try me. No. Honest to God, try me.
No, I believe
can
it.
and will.
I believe it.
Hold on.
That first one would be being brief.
All right. Nice. So you're gonna see the scrolling text in a second, and let me see here. Well, let's see if I can get this to work. All right, we are now on intermission. We'll be back shortly. And we are back with our special guests. We have Animation Man, Dual Revolvers, Matt90, and Cyber with Lux Solus Pax chilling out in the Phantom Zone, waiting for someone to be eliminated so that they might come and usurp their throne. What do you guys think? Time to do another round?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
my
yeah.
last. So either way, luck can come back after this one.
All right, let's see here. I'm generating keywords as we speak. First dice roll was 515. That takes us to... Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting. Well, I think this was definitely going to be... I think people might have similar ideas. In 617. What? No way. I can't do that.
Nah, go on, run it.
Okay. Alright. Don't say I didn't warn you. We're gonna get rid of BioWeaver.
Are you hold on, are you streaming in the Discord?
Am I not?
No,
Oh,
no.
you know what? I turned off the when I exited the call, yeah,
The stream with you.
we're back. We're still in the space zone. I want to go back to the arcade fantasy realm. We're back here. Okay, the name of the game this time, hold on, I haven't typed it yet, is gonna be... okay, I mean... we'll see. I'm curious what people are gonna come up with. So, the name of the game, for this round, is, Hydro Odyssey. And if I misspelled Odyssey, it's a very difficult word to misspell, that is intentional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Indeed. I did misspell it. Yes, I did. That is, in fact, that is an intentional misspelling. Sometimes, you ever do that thing where you try and misspell something on purpose and you wind up spelling it correctly?
Yeah.
Story of
Yes,
my
I
life.
have Irish relatives.
All right, so yeah, the name of the game is Hydro Odyssey. You have 60 seconds to come up with an idea based on this, starting now. And that was 60 seconds. So let's see what people have come up with. Last time, I believe, we did it in alphabetical
Vektor's
order.
muted, so I'm going to take control of the show for right now. Last time we did it in alphabetical order.
Very funny.
So this time we'll go in reverse alphabetical
You are
order.
such the comedian.
Uh-huh.
Very funny. Thank you. No, I was muted because I didn't want people to hear the sound of my mechanical keyboard. These blue switches going click, click, clickety, clack as I was setting the poll up. So the poll has been created. So let's go through as Animation Man mentioned, in reverse alphabetical order. Thank you for stepping in while I was away. We're going to start with Cyber, whose name starts with an X. Actually, before we get into the ideas, when you were coming up with your name, Cyber, were you inspired by anything, or are you just like... What's the story behind that?
Oh, you mean my actual name? It's a long story.
Well, not the one your parents gave you.
Yeah.
If you could
So
briefly
cyber is actually
say.
short. Cyber is actually short for cyber_OP, and it's actually even shorter for cyber_OPTIKS. All right. Back in the Unreal Tournament days, I needed a name for my character, and I was really interested in technology and computers, and I was also a teenager at the time, so I was kind of dumb. And I had just learned about fiber optics, internet.
Okay.
I was like, well, I need something that's cool that plays around that thought process. And
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I like computers, I like robots, it's cybernetics. So let me go. I switched the word cyber
Right.
to optics, but then I thought that's too boring. It looks like regular words. Let me change the letters around a little bit. And so that's where I got the cyber with the XY. It was only just like it's a visual thing. It was like a vibes based thing.
Yeah.
And then of course optics was written with the KS. It
Right,
also
right.
kind of like I wear glasses, so it's kind of like, oh yeah. So this was me thinking early 2000s. I'm a street kid, you know. This would be my tag if I did graffiti or whatever.
Yeah.
But then over time it was too long, and I shortened it down to cyber OP, and then eventually cyber is just what became the name that I stuck with.
Man, I never knew any of that. This is the first time I'm hearing
I
about
know.
any of this. I thought
It's a
it
stream
was cyber though, like the whole time from the beginning. I had no idea it
Cyber
was cyber
felt
optics.
like the most natural way
Right.
to shorten it, keep
Whoa.
it, and then the thing is, if whatever website I'm using can't use 5-letter cyber and they require more letters,
Right.
the underscore OP typically allows me enough letters to fill. So that's why you'll sometimes see me cyber op.
Yeah, I have seen that, but I didn't know why. I thought it was just because you were overpowered. I was like, okay, cool. But I also didn't know that you used to play UT, so that's cool.
Yeah, that was like one of the very first online games I played.
Okay, right on.
Kill.
Yeah.
Ultra kill.
I'm a big
And-
UT guy.
Well, fun fact, I used to make maps in it, so that kind of sparked my interest in architecture.
No, what?
I'm an architect by trade, so yeah, I used to make maps in the early Unreal engines. I actually had a discussion about that the other day in another Discord I'm in, so it's kind of good timing, I
That's
guess, that
really
you asked
cool.
about
Yeah.
my name.
That's awesome. All right, well, I mean, let's hope that doesn't turn into like a sob story that makes people vote for you. But anyway, what's your idea for Hydro Odyssey?
I decided to go weird with it, and
Good.
I noticed that I noticed you wrote odd
Yep.
before
right.
you mentioned it was a typo, so I was going with that. I'm gonna try to read this in character, so give me a second. It's a game about staying hydrated, bro. You gotta watch your intake and stay cool in these trying times. It's hot out there, so you gotta ride the wave and engage in all kinds of water-based activities. Finding water in all places you expect and some of them that you don't. As a surfer, dude, you normally ride the waves, but your surfboard's in the shop, so keep up the moisture by drinking from your faucet, your hose. It's a cartoon-style, cel-shaded 3D third-person platformer where you need to explore the world and soak up the juice before you get loose.
So we can we can tell what.
Oh my god, it's so juicy!
You planned that ahead of time. You even brought props. Oh my god. We can tell what generation, what era you have been inspired by. That is the most 90s idea. That was literally what you just did was a Capri Sun commercial
Hell yeah,
in
dude.
video game form.
I'd
soak,
play
up,
that shit.
soak up the juice. And then you're like, oh, and then I'm gonna redeem one of these. Wow. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to top that one. You've set the bar incredibly high. But well, let's see what our other contestants have to say. Next up, we have Matt 90.
So, I'm thinking Hydro Odyssey. Everyone's thinking like gonna be water and shit, right? But where else is there water other than in the ocean and surfers? It's underground, fresh water in caves. Okay, it's like a game where it's like a cave racer where you can fucking shoot in and out of various freshwater streams underground in these big open caverns. It's a horde shooter. Odd, because it's going to be having lots of odd weapons, like physics-based type things. Same engine that did Half-Life in or something, I don't know. And the Odyssey is you have to progress through the various horde shooter stages where you're fighting these weird cave gribblies and bouncing all over the place, riding the waves like a surfer. Yeah, okay, we're back to surfing. But yeah.
Now that is how you do an elevator pitch.
Hell yeah.
I like that a lot. Okay, all right. I love. Also, I want to change the title. The title of your game should be, what do you say, Gribblies?
I love groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the name of the game should be, is Gribblies.
Well,
Weird
Gribblies
Gribblies.
is what me and all my friends call any horde-based shooter game. If there's a small alien type thing, like
Right.
Space Marine 2 with the Tyranids, Rock and Stone, Deep Rock Galactic with the little aliens, Gribblies.
Yeah, how do you spell that? Cyber wants to know.
Oh, Gribblies.
So there's no
Gribblies.
vowel. There's no vowel between the first
R
R
and
and
the
the B.
Oh, sorry, yeah, GRIB. Sorry.
Okay.
It's Gribblies. Sorry, I'll punch it in check quick.
Gribblies. All right. Well, Hydro Gribblies sounds like that's a much more marketable name.
Hydro Gribblies.
Hydro Gribblies. I would play that. Why not?
I mean, that sounds like a snack I would eat.
I would eat that too. I mean, is it like a Gushers that has
Gribblies.
something juicy
Yeah.
inside? Right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hydro Gribblies. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Actually, Duel, you're next.
Yeah. So mine is about a third person roguelike.
Okay.
You're a baby turtle just hatched from the egg, trying to make it to the ocean.
Okay. Ooh. I
But
saw
you have to
a movie
fight.
about this recently.
But you have to fight your way to the ocean. That's where the Odyssey comes in.
Right.
Is you're further away from the ocean than expected, and you have to traverse through these various lands to try and get to the ocean.
Okay. All right. So you're a baby turtle and you're on an odyssey
Yeah.
to cross
This
a
is where
beach.
the roguelike comes in. You start beginning of everything just hatched from the egg, and
Right.
you just get going.
And if you die, do you turn into a new turtle, or are you the same turtle who respawns?
A new turtle.
You're a brand new turtle, right? So that's where the roguelike elements
Yeah.
come in, and then you have
Yep.
to avoid, like seagulls and stuff that are trying to kill you.
Yeah.
There's a giant enemy crab. I could see that. Okay, all right. Interesting idea. But we've heard from Cyber. We've heard from Matt90. We've heard from Dual Revolvers. Next up is Animes and Man. What is your Hydro Odyssey?
So my game is actually an alternate shadow sequel, is what I call it, to Mario Sunshine.
Okay.
You play as Flood, right? Off screen, Mario and his gang abuse you for whatever nefarious deeds they always have, and it's up to you to escape the islands and make your way towards better civilization with your water pumping capabilities. It's a first-person shooter where you can always hydro thrust your way around places and push the enemies away from you, but you can never eliminate them.
So it sounds like you have like a super-powered firefighter's hose, and you can use that for maneuverability and stuff.
Mhm.
All right.
But you have limited water use, of course, just like in the original game.
All right, so you got some resource management. All right, okay. All right, I'm starting to see it come together. Well, let's see what the people think. We have a poll starting in 5 seconds. Get those votes in starting now. And by now, I mean right now. I can never figure out like when I'm supposed to do the poll because there's a delay, right? So I can never figure out, should I say now and then click the launch
I'm
button?
sure
or-
the most scrutinous people will care about the 2 seconds delay.
Well, people have 2 minutes, so they can.
Yeah, man. As long as you give them enough time to vote, then it should be okay.
Remember, a vote for me is a vote for Gribblies.
I think people are gonna have to give it to you after that one. That was excellent.
I was never
Turtle
shot in the back of the head.
That's pretty good. JFK and maybe that you could have JFK be a secret character, an unlockable maybe. A vote for me.
It's
a
a
vote
horde
for Gribblies.
shooter. It's a horde shooter. All the Gribblies have JFK's voice.
Does
They crawl out of their caves and they're like, "You are invading our cave system."
That's okay. That's interesting. Ooh,
There you go.
Catan, Sardic? What is? Oh my god.
That's why it's an odyssey, because it's it's odd that JFK's there.
oh man.
JFK's brainworms that infected RFK are the enemies. Those are the Gribblies.
So, Duel just posted his box art for his idea, and it looks like there are mechanics based on this shitty box art. It looks like there are mechanics that that you didn't go into. Like, you're collecting armor along the way and like trying to get stronger to prevent yourself from being eaten by seagulls,
Yeah.
right? But then, wow, okay, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards that. We'll see what chat says though. It's their
Ladies
vote
and gentlemen,
right
I
now.
think the juice has spoken.
The juice has
Oh my God,
spoken.
it's so juicy.
That was hard to
Unfortunately,
beat, I will say.
There was no top.
Cyber took that round, but unfortunately, Animes and Men, you did not score any votes that round.
Not again.
No.
However, you will be saved by the fact that I am now leaving. And so
Oh,
you
you're
can
what?
stay on question mark. I've got to go. I'm sorry.
Oh, you just the stakes have been depleted. They were-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is now a vegan restaurant. I have work tomorrow and it's 10 p.m.
Well, we do appreciate you being here. I loved hearing all of your ideas, and I hope the next episode maybe we'll start a little earlier so that you can spend some more time on the show. So
I'm the European guest star, but it's not European.
yeah,
Have fun all. Good games.
Indeed. We'll hope to see you next time. So Matt90, I'm gonna banish you. Well, he already left. I was gonna banish him to the Phantom Zone. We're gonna bring Lux back in if he's interested in playing. Welcome back, Lux Solus Pax.
Hello.
So you
Hello.
you got to come back kind of on a technicality. You were gonna come back regardless, but now we don't have to eliminate a player.
Oh, that's
So,
nice. I like being fair to everybody. Nobody gets sad.
Well, welcome
But if
welcome
we're
back
not
to the show.
sad, how do we get happy?
Good point. Good
You go
point.
to the happy store and you get yourself some happy.
You go to Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah, exactly.
Gross.
Gross.
Yuck.
Yeah, Spencer's can be. Well, Spencer's got a lot more gross over time. That's for sure. It wasn't always that way.
Back in the days, right?
Back in the days.
One of these days.
I mean, like now they got those. They got the dragon dildos. You know.
They have
are
the bad
Spencers?
dragon dildos?
Not. Oh yeah, those. Yes.
Wow.
I had no idea.
Phoenix says I scared, for good reason. Well, this next title, I don't know how I feel about it. We'll see what happens.
Never know.
You never know. Yeah, I'm wondering like how can I spin it to make it more,
Who win it?
yeah, how can I spin it to win it? Someone's yawning. Clearly bored with the festivities.
No, not bored. Just always tired.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's called being an adult. Yeah, that's most of us, I feel. All right.
Let's see what Torgo said.
Dragon Dildos be the next title? It cannot. Unless I don't know. What do the participants think? Would you like to do a round on Dragon Dildos?
The sequel to Dragon's Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma 3, Dragon's Dildo?
Oh no!
Jesus, how did that game end?
Well, laugh track. No, it cannot be the next title, but well, there should be a round where chat suggests titles.
Oh yeah, that might be fun.
I'll tell you what.
No, that sounds cursed.
Well, yeah. Here's what we're gonna do after this round, because we're not eliminating anybody. The person with the least amount of votes, or should it be the person with the most votes? The person who wins this round, they will have the right to suggest a title. I feel like that's because if you do it the other way and you have the loser suggest a title, then people will be trying to lose on purpose and trying to create a bad game that no one wants to play,
yeah.
so that they can
Good call.
intentionally get the ability to choose a title. So no, we're not doing that. The person who wins this round, they can suggest a title, but the loser, however, is gonna have an extra 30 seconds to come up with their idea. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's a good consolation prize. I'm not sure.
Or they could like
They're
add
gonna
another
start
word to the title.
introducing rewards.
Right. Yeah, there should be
That'll
some
make
kind
it
of.
really competitive.
There's got to be some kind of channel rewards, like.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're still figuring this out as we go. Oh, that's how I'll do it. Okay, so I'll reveal the title to the loser first, and they 30 seconds before everyone else, so they'll have extra time. But then the winner's the one who actually suggests the title. So you got to be strategic here, because if you're playing against somebody else who's another participant, you know, like for example, let's say Cyber is really trying to eliminate Animes and Man for whatever reason. They got beef.
How dare you?
Just for whatever reason, they got old stale beef, and you know, so
Competition.
yeah. So if Cyber wins, right? But then
Hate the player. Hate the game.
yeah, don't hate the player, hate the title of the game, because the title of this game is kind of terrible. So that's after this round. So for now, the name of the game for this round is Dusk of the Divide. Dusk of the Divide. You have 60 seconds to come up with an idea for Dusk of the Divide, starting now. And I will be creating a poll. People who have their stream muted, there is music. So if you're not hearing the music, then, maybe that helps you concentrate. All right, that was 60 seconds. So last time, let's see here. We did reverse alphabetical order last time, but that means that the same people are constantly being first or last. So I randomized it this time. This time around, we're starting with dual revolvers.
Wow, fuck.
Well, I'll give you some more time to stall. Tell us how you arrived at your handle.
It's actually an accident. When I very, very first created this handle, dual revolvers, I meant it as DUAL, like the typical dual holding, dual wielding. But I mistyped it as DUEL, and I was like, you know what? I like that much better.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah.
Happy accidents.
But what was the inspiration behind dual revolvers? Like, meaning two, if you had initially spelled that correctly. Where'd that come from?
I just love revolvers. They're my favorite pistol.
Cool.
Kind of pistol. And who doesn't like dual wielding pistols?
Well, I mean, revolver ocelot after
Speed shooters.
You know.
Yeah.
Skeet shooters, all right. No, good point. You know, I remember back in the arcades, you know, Cyber was playing House of the Dead on Dreamcast. I remember we were talking about that, and I remembered, you know, you could play as both player 1 and player 2 if you had 4 quarters, and you could use both guns at the same time. You could and relive your Devil May Cry fantasies. That game was so sick. Anyway, Duel, what's your idea for Dusk of the Divide?
Yeah, so as I was writing this down, I was like, God damn it, I'm writing a JRPG.
Not again.
I hate it when I do
We're
that.
all JRPGs.
It's you play as a character navigating a realm that has just been divided into 2 factions. That's kind of all I have. But it just feels like a JRPG. You know.
Okay. All right.
Typical like monarchical drama, monarchy drama,
Yeah, okay.
style stuff.
Well, we'll see if anybody gives you any votes for that. Good luck. Next up, who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Luxolus Pax. Tell us your idea.
Alrighty, so my idea is pretty straightforward. There is a giant divide that has appeared in the world, and your job is to build a bridge over it. So it's a physics-based game where you build bridges and see if they work and hold weight.
I love bridge building games. Those are great educational tools. Remember,
That's all it is. Bridge building game.
Bridge
Keep it
building
simple.
game. All right, kind of like what's that Portal Bridge Builder? You ever play that one?
Or
I have not.
Polybridge.
Poly Bridge. There's another one.
Build
Yeah,
a bridge.
yeah.
There's a lot of them.
All right,
There's a lot of them.
it's a
Build a Bridge
physics-based
Workshop.
Build a Bridge Workshop. It's a physics-based bridge builder. Great idea. Moving right along. Who's next? Is it going to be Cyber or Animazing Man? Who's it going to be? I don't know. I don't know. Let's find out. It's going to be Animazing Man. What's your idea?
Oh, okay. So my idea, I've been hearing a lot of people's names coming up from typos recently, so I actually typoed this game name on
Yes.
accident. I came up with Dust of the Divide,
Ooh.
and this is actually a Pikmin-like game where you control little dust mites, and they do a combination of like you control them, but there's also this whole Katamari Damacy thing where you can collect other dust bunnies to make your dust mites even bigger.
That is
and it's
exactly
just
what I was thinking.
bashing your dust bunnies against other groups' dust bunnies. So it's an overarching soft RTS kind of game.
I like that.
Yeah, that's really nice. That's a really good idea. Okay, Cyber. Let's see if you can top it. Good luck.
That's kind of interesting. Yeah, it kind of is similar to what I was thinking. I was thinking like an RTS type style game, tactical. Okay, more specifically, I was thinking more like a tactical RPG that's grid based, probably a turn based battler. Mainly PvP, military themes set in the future, but like not like the far future. The main units could be like vehicles and things like that, different capacities, and they could synergize. Those are details, but I think the divide part comes from being able to split the battlefield, right? So what I mean by that is you have a set number of turns where you're fighting the opposing force, you're going back and forth, and then the dusk happens, right? The field turns dark, and then you switch over to a different universe or like a different adjacent universe where there's like an alien third force. And so at that point, you have to choose whether or not to keep fighting each other or to work together with your opponent to take out the invaders for a set number of turns before it returns back to the battlefield. So when the battlefield turns dark, the dusk, it divides, and then you have to choose whether or not to fight each other, take out the other squad, or keep going. That's kind of what I was thinking, that along that lines.
Okay. Interesting. Well, let's see if the people like it. Chat, you have 2 minutes to vote on which game you would like to play the most. Good luck, because you're gonna need luck, I suppose, in voting, or you could just vote randomly. Maybe it's just a game of chance. Like basically, what if no one's listening to anybody's idea and they're just like, yeah, I'll vote for. Like we already saw people voting based on people's usernames. So, like, I didn't hear any of that, but I like the cut of this guy's jib. I'm voting for him.
Rather than like go over the concept of the game during the voting, like what if we just all put in the chat like a short description?
You can if you
Of what the
want.
game
I mean,
is.
nothing's stopping you. I'm not gonna say you can't do that.
Not
You
a bad
know.
idea.
Yeah, I mean, but some people, they might not feel like typing. I don't know if that'll give people an unfair advantage, but at the end of the day, I don't care. So
Typing is hard.
typing is hard. A
And
little summary would
Well,
be
summary
nice.
would be nice.
It would, but it's like, do we have time for that? Hey, if you have the ability to type something in 60 seconds, you can go ahead and do that.
You can talk and type.
I mean, it doesn't
Mail
have to be like the whole. The idea is not to have like the whole thing, just like a small little concept.
Be right back.
Something that people can anchor onto and remember
Yeah.
exactly. What's the portal?
And if I had to price my game, if I had to think about the price, I think it would be about this much.
$60 fucking dollars.
Overpriced.
That's one of those party games, isn't it?
No, I think that's overcooked.
No, it's overpriced. It's a corporate game, right? You need to shovel out really bad video games to the adoring
Ebony,
fans.
you wrote build bridging. Nobody voted for Lux. You wrote. I thought you were going to vote for Lux. What happened, Ebony? What? You sounded so excited about the idea.
Can you see who votes for people?
No, I'm just like I'm
I've got
putting the
no
math
vote.
together, right? Like he's got no votes, and then Ebony specifically called out the bridge building thing, but didn't vote for
Oh.
the bridge builder.
Hey man, that's politics.
Damn.
It's just politics, man.
Yeah, Cyber, you took it by a landslide.
Well, I like my idea, but I'm a little biased.
Is Vektor's muted?
Yeah, he said.
I think
he'd
it's
be
a
right
person.
back.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes things happen.
Fair.
Maybe the pizza man's at his door.
Man, pizza sounds really good right now. Golly.
Yeah.
Like a Apache's pizza? Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea. I need to look up what that is because I've never heard
Put a
Well,
link in
it's a
general.
It's a West Coast place. That's why.
Apache pizza. Hold on. let me
You
see
know,
if
I
can-
live on the West Coast. I've never fucking heard of it.
It's not that big of a chain.
You know, I don't know if I like my. Well, I didn't have as much of an idea, you know, to like, but I sure as hell like the cover art that I got
Hey.
that it created. That's pretty great.
Oh, that looks like the cover art for Call to Adventure, the board game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me pull it up real quick.
I recognize that font. Is that the Diablo font?
It may be.
It
I
might
don't
be.
Dusk of the Divide of the Dive-shin.
know. You know, can only do so much. Oh yeah, that's cool.
It's a really good story building game.
You know what I just played and beat?
Terraforming Mars?
No, I beat that a few times. Eldritch Horror.
Familiar with
That's a
that game.
fun.
Oh,
Alright,
that's a
hopefully-
cooperative game, right?
Yeah, it's co-op.
Yeah.
Cthulhu themed.
Hopefully Vector's okay.
We love H.P. Lovecraft. He's
Well,
never
he
done
gave
anything wrong.
me. He already gave me the next prompt.
Wow.
Oh, I gave it to you early. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been more than
Son of a
30
bitch.
seconds.
It's a lot longer than 30 seconds.
It's been a lot longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bang.
It's been like a couple minutes now.
That was a good theme song play right there.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, what if this was actually played out in rounds where, like, after the first round, we had to take the other team's prompt and actually delve it out even further?
Do you guys
Like
want to do a
5
team
minutes
round?
at a time. I'm just spitballing here.
Let me see here. Yeah, I had to go put out a fire, not a literal fire, but that happens where I live. Fires pop up. Oh, there's no background music. I turned that off. There we go. It's back. So I did things out of order. Lux, I did give you the prompt. I wasn't supposed to do that because Cyber was supposed to create the next title, but I what why are people dry heaving? Why are people Phoenix wants to know, is there a reason why I don't use streaming mode for Discord? I do. What are you talking about?
Oh, there's like a thing that like mutes notifications and stuff like that.
I should have Discord muted by default anyway. Right? Are people hearing my notifications? I don't know what you're talking about, Phoenix. I have
I don't know.
no idea. Yeah, is there a reason why I don't use streaming mode for Discord? Probably because I don't use Discord. That might possibly be the reason for that. So, you hear Discord? All right, I'm okay with you hearing Discord. That doesn't bother me, not one bit. So,
That reduces the audience's effect.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm not concerned about that, honestly.
I think Ebony just uses too much Discord.
Yeah.
And she's hearing phantom notifications.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, what? Someone's messaging me? That's your fault. I don't have that issue. Anyway, Cyber, you have the option of suggesting a title. If you want to DM me the title, then I can give that to the loser of last round, which was Lux. Let's see if he does better this round.
Can we get weird with it?
You can get as weird as you want. The idea here is to spark
X-rated.
creativity.
Yeah. No, nothing. It'll be safe for work.
Nothing X-rated, of course. Unless, I don't know, if people are into that. I hadn't planned on that, but I'll have to make accommodations.
I mean,
The
there's
next hentai
kids
game.
here. I'm a kid. I need an adult.
There are man-sized children here.
All right. How are you guys feeling about alliteration?
Hey, it's you. You
Love
were
it.
the winner of last round.
I
They
mean, I
don't
am
have a
illiterate.
say.
Wait, follow me. Wait, follow me. Wait,
Oh, I would assume alliteration is right up
follow
there.
me.
Thanks for the follow. I'm a builder. Can we build it? We're gonna find
Yes,
out.
we can.
We don't know yet. We're gonna find out. Let's go to the cyberpunk zone.
Work on that, at least
I'm a
pitch
builder
it,
says
and
he's a
then-
builder, but I'm a builder says we cannot. We can't build it. I'm assuming.
no.
I'm assuming you're a he. We have. Well, we're kind of in the midst of a sausage party right now.
All right, so this is a good opportunity for me to say I need to head out soon. So I will stick around.
Are you
I'm not
kidding?
going to participate in this round.
Okay.
However, I want to see what the crowd comes up with. So
Oh man.
I gave you a perspective
Okay.
title, and I want to see what everyone comes up with.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give that to Lux, and he knows that you created it, and he's your friend. So,
Yes.
So this is all your fault if anything goes wrong. So
Oh, yeah.
now I have to type that into the title. Oh my God. This is. Are you kidding me? That doesn't even
This-
fit
this
on
is-
the screen.
This
doesn't
is
even
why I
fit on the
asked ahead of time.
Yeah, but I didn't think you were gonna do that. That's okay.
Oh,
That's all right. Oh,
goodness.
yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't even fit on the screen.
You're gonna need a second. Yeah.
Make it a
second
scrolling
row.
text. Make it a scrolling text.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that, but no, there's no need. Or is there? Well, we're gonna find out. Jeez. All right, that was 30 seconds, or possibly more. Anyway, the title that Cyber has come up with is "Totally Telescoping Tendrils of Tenacity." You have 60 seconds.
Can we get like 90 seconds on this?
Good luck. 60 seconds.
God dang it.
Totally telescoping tendrils of tenacity.
And the contestants are sweating a little bit as they're considering the title that Cyber has given them.
You guys are sweating like, oh
Actually, I think I got a pretty good one for this.
jeez. It's T4 for short. T4, right?
You also had 30 seconds to think about it. So
This is true. But I think I got a pretty good one for this.
Okay, good luck. Man, Cyberpunk Zones kind of sucks. I'm getting rid of this for the next show.
I like them.
It's just like the colors are it's too neon.
Dull it down a bit.
It's a
Yeah,
little one-dimensional. It's all blue.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's Cyberpunk Zone for you. But here's what I can do. I can change the opacity or
But with
something.
a little more orange, they could offset that blue a little bit. They
You-
have some orange in there, but
You know what
Not
I mean?
enough.
I'm gonna just crank down the gamma. There we go. See that?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
me
there you
right
go.
there.
There we
That
go. Very nice. Let me see how the timer looks again. Hold on. Wait. Yeah. Okay, now it's gone.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh, I forgot to create the poll because I was busy looking at the gaudy colors of, and also totally telescoping tendrils of tenacity threw me off my game. Anyway, let's start with Lux this time because he was the loser last round, so he's got a lot to prove. What do you got?
All right, so it's a pretty straightforward concept. It's a platformer, like a arcade style platformer, but instead of jumping, you are using swinging mechanics, like in
Bionic
Bionic
Commando.
Commando.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're using swinging mechanics. Those are your core mechanics to navigate the game, and it's just like it's a platformer, and you're trying to get across.
Right
And
on.
if you miss a platform, of course you fall to your death.
Okay. All right. And the challenge to that, let's see, who should we hear from next? You know what? Since you issued the challenge, Cyber, as the winner, and I want to try and eliminate that recency bias, Cyber, you're next.
I thought you said he was.
Well, no, yeah, I'm stepping out.
Oh, that's right. You're
I mean,
leaving. Oh, you're not participating at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
yeah. I just wanted to hear the result.
I feel like that's a little unfair, but all right, whatever. Animes Man, let's go with you then.
So mine is also similar actually to Lux's a little bit, but there is a video game I remember seeing where you play as a marble and you get one button, and that is to attach yourself to other things as you're moving through the space. And the name of the game completely escapes me at the moment. But what I came
Sounds
up
like
with was
Katamari.
No, he
Similar,
mentioned
but-
Katamari before.
yeah, that was a different game. This one is a space platforming racer. You're escaping the ever impending doom as you are a Cthulhian horror escaping an even bigger Cthulhian horror that's going to gobble up all of space. The things that you are using to attach yourself, which has tons of tentacles too, are planets of differing sizes, as well as other things that are out there in space, like asteroid belts, black holes, things of that nature. So you can swing yourself around and attach yourself to planets and use that momentum to swing off to other planets as a bigger impending horror is going to eat you up.
All right. Okay, there's always a bigger fish, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Duel, let's see if you can top it.
I actually came up with two ideas. One of them's unoriginal, so I'll do the original one.
Okay, sounds good.
You play as a wacky inflatable waving arm man.
You got my vote. You had me at wacky, wavy, inflatable arm tube, man. We can all go home. Like that's the winner.
So it's an arcade style game where you're trying to pull in the most customers within a time limit, and you're like at different businesses, like a used car dealership or I don't know, a grand opening of a restaurant, stuff like that. And you're like literally trying to pull in customers. You're using your wacky, wavy, inflatable arms to literally pull in customers.
And then when they get grabbed, you see them like raise their hands up, shaking like ah.
Yeah.
No, they get grabbed and they're terrified, right? And they raise their arms. It's like, I'll have a number 3.
Yeah.
Because you have like some kind of like mental effect on them, right? And they're just like, I have to eat food now.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, that's definitely an idea for a game. Let's see what chat thinks. We only have 3 entries for this round. So between Lux Solus Pax, Animazing Man, and Dual Revolvers, which one was your favorite? You got 2 minutes. Get your votes in. Also, people did not. Did everybody take the opportunity to post their short summaries in chat?
I posted mine.
Oh yeah, you sure did. All right, so we got a swinging platformer. Animazing Stream says space platformer. I don't know. Is it a platformer though? Can you? How do you platform in 0G? You can't platform in 0G. Like, can you?
What are platforms? That's a good question.
Well, I feel like gravity is normally a requirement. So, like, you have to.
but
Well, that's why I call
Is
them.
a platform in zero G not a platform anymore?
Well, that's why I call them pitfallers because the whole point behind platforming is that if you miss your jump, then you fall down a pit.
No, see that's even worse though, because that implies gravity is already there. Versus platformers, if there's a platform, it doesn't matter if gravity is there or not.
Wow.
Right?
I don't know.
Right?
No, I think it does. I
I
think
don't know.
there's never been a platform game where gravity wasn't a factor. If there was, then you might have just created something completely new and exciting. Let's see.
There's a game called Durara,
Yeah, okay.
which is I think a platformer without gravity.
I'll have to look that up.
Oh wait, no, Durara.
No,
is
that was an anime. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something.
Durarara.
It's
That's what I was
no,
thinking.
no, but like the color scheme, I think I want to say is like yellow, like a yellow top and like purple bottoms, and
What? Yep. No, not ringing a bell.
it's an indie game. Hold on, let me see if I can find it in my Steam library.
I feel like you have other priorities because right now we got a clean sweep. We have 7 votes. Did I accidentally activate additional votes for points? No.
Did not. Just
I don't know,
everybody
it's just-
voted
We
for
just
it.
sucked.
It sounded fun. That sounded fun out.
Yeah, it sounded great.
It was the most fun out of all.
Oh, turret defense mode? Hell yeah.
We're gonna call that an ace because you secured all of the votes. Like it. That would not have gotten my vote, but I don't know how you pulled that off. But people
sold it.
people-
Wacky,
yeah,
inflatable,
people-
waving arm 2 man.
What does that tell us about our society?
It sounds fun. Indies are the future, man. I keep telling you guys.
Yeah.
No, that didn't
my-
sound fun at all.
The if now that the voting is over, my other unoriginal idea is basically just Octodad, but surgeon simulator.
Okay. So you have 8 arms and you're trying to cut people open and not kill them?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, what is Crumble?
Crumble was the game that I was thinking about, where you play as a ball that sticks to things and uses their momentum.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There's gravity involved though.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
gra-
that is true.
All right. We're looking for a platformer that doesn't take gravity into consideration.
I mean, you're in space, so things that have a big enough body of mass do actually
Yeah.
support their own gravity.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So but
attract-
how do you the character that you
How
play
do you
as,
platform in space?
that's what I'm saying is how do you,
you
like if you
use your
can't
momentum
fall
and propel yourself that way.
Maybe.
A
Swing around
platformer without space is basically just
without space or gravity?
Vampire Survivors.
No, that's not a
No.
platformer at
No.
all.
things. Oh, that's
Exactly.
bullet hell.
Without gravity, you can't. There's no need for a platform.
That
There's
No,
walls.
wait.
There's
You,
walls.
you would
No,
like
no.
you would sling yourself
yeah,
around.
I'm
It
a
was
builder.
like
Yeah,
he hit the
there's
nail on the
no,
head.
no.
You can't fall in space because you're just floating. You're flying.
You would sling yourself. You would aim yourself towards platforms.
Okay.
And then if
Platforms
you
be
know,
the planets.
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I got an idea how to fix your game. You're trying to
Game's
get
broken.
to a destination like a planet, and you have to swing around other planets, but you can miscalculate your trajectory, like in Kerbal Space Program, and then
Oh, yeah.
and if you mess up, right, then you fling yourself into the sun. And that's the danger zone. That's the fail state. Is you crash into a black hole or the sun or something. You get spaghettified. I could play that game. I would play that. That would have gotten my vote actually.
Yeah, it
Dandara.
also is similar to Mario Galaxy.
Mario.
Dandara
Galaxy.
is the game I was thinking of.
Camtaro?
No,
Hamtaro.
Dandara.
Oh, okay.
Taro.
Hamtaro. Yeah, Hamtaro.
Here, I'll drop a link in.
In the Discord, yeah. I got to see that. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I think I'm yiping like a dog.
Trials of Fear.
What-
Oh yeah. Okay. I think I've seen this game before.
Oh.
No gravity.
I think that game has nothing but gravity. I'm not sure. I'll look that up later. Let's see. We got about half an hour left. You know, I'd planned on doing a music round where everybody listens to a song and comes up with an idea based on the track, but I don't know how that's gonna work. Like I could play the song, but if people can't hear it in Discord, then or maybe you know what I'll do? Maybe I could post a link to a song, and I'll play it for everybody on stream, and then everybody can listen to it on their own.
Well, we can hear whenever the countdown happens, so I don't.
Well, some people
however
have
you-
Discord muted.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the only music I ever hear is whenever you play that song, the countdown
Yeah.
song. So
Yeah, same.
Same.
Duel, what was
Oh my
that
God.
AI song generation site?
There's two of them. There's Suno and it's like audio or
Oh yeah.
Udo. It's called Udo. It's like Suno and Udo. I think.
It's
are the two.
Udio. That's what it was. Yeah.
Udio. Yeah, they're both really good.
All right, so I'll randomly generate a song, I guess.
I couldn't pick between the four, so I'm just posting all four of the. Look at those.
The one on the left looks like a penis.
Cyber's
Yeah, it's a
Cyber's on the way. He's on the way out. He's gonna go. You got to go home and be a family man. But we appreciate you being here, Cyman, and telling us your origin story.
Thanks for the invite. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we hope to see you on the next show, whenever that is. We don't really know. Man, well, Duel posted a bunch of penis monsters in Discord.
Yes.
Pink was a choice.
I look.
Pink was a choice.
I
know-
let it, you know.
Listen, the third one has the best text. I think that's my favorite.
Yes.
Yeah.
The actual text.
I don't know,
is
man.
Fantastic.
The last text, if it did it correctly. No, it did do it correctly. I like the last one as well.
No, the third one's my favorite. It looks like Gravity
The
Falls.
third one has
Speaking
the
of
most,
gravity,
has the most impact to it, I think.
yeah, totally
Yeah.
telescoping tendrils of tenacity. Like that's
kind of fear inducing.
that's well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Look
love
at the Pennywise face it's got, and why does it's got holes in its hands like those are vacuums, that sucks people in.
No, it's been
Yeah.
crucified. That's why it has holes in its hands.
It's
Come
been
on.
crucified.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ebony.
Take care,
Catch you
Cyber.
guys later.
Have a good
All
one.
right.
Cyber.
Oh man, yeah.
Later.
No, that's horrifying. But why is it at a used car lot? I thought it was a restaurant.
I said used car lot,
Oh.
things like used car dealerships or restaurant. Or,
Oh, okay.
Grand opening
Like
of
grand
restaurants.
openings and
Yeah. It's a different map. There's
Can I
different
post
maps.
this? Hold on. Let me save this and so I can post it. So that
Oh,
people can
okay.
see it. I think people need to see this monstrosity that you've created. This is insane.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, this can't go.
I just imagine like you get far enough in the game and you get like more arms that flail.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You get more arms, so you
More
level
arms.
up the
Right.
number of arms that you
Yeah.
have. Well, ladies and
Yeah, you
gentlemen,
level up and get more arms. Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, I give you totally telescoping tendrils of tenacity. We have 4 options for we'll focus test this. And you're gonna act as the focus group.
Do a poll.
Yeah. Oh, do a poll? Okay, all right. Good idea. Let's do a poll. Which of these cover arts do you like best for totally telescoping tendrils of tenacity box art?
why do they all have like more than 2 arms?
Yeah, because the AI stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. The second one doesn't, but its hands
but it's
are
got
weird
like
for sure.
weird. Yeah, I kind of thought those little fingers were additional arms.
Like, maybe
That's
Maybe.
fractal arms.
look at the ring base on the 4th one. Like that's an interesting design.
It's not falling down.
And then the first one's elongated testicles that keeps it upright. They're like skis. Like she's got ski nuts.
I like the text of the 4th one specifically. The flows nicer to me.
Yeah.
You like
reading
that one?
together.
See, my favorite's the
But
third
I do
one,
like
hands
the
down.
shape of the 3rd one.
The text off the 4th one screams more 90s.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it take place in the 90s? I mean, that's definitely the scariest one.
Why not?
I don't know.
The cars look pretty 90s.
Well,
Yeah, they do. But it's a used car lot, so maybe it does place in 2024. It's just a bunch of used cars.
this is so ridiculous. Like, what have I done? Why did I think this was a good idea?
This is the best idea, dude.
No one has voted for the first one. Everyone hates that one. But
That one's probably the most scary.
yeah, no, people are voting for number 4. I think that
The
one's the scariest to
eyebrows.
me.
The first one makes it look angry at me.
Yes. The first one is a horror movie, for sure. Yeah.
I like how the second one, it put more text at the bottom right, like it's part of a series. Like this is part of the
Mhm.
Tendrils of Tenacity brand. You know, and this game is the
Brought
totally
to you by Tendrils of
telescoping.
Tenacity.
It's a totally telescoping Tendrils of Tenacity game, as opposed to
Tendrils of
another
Tenacity,
game,
the original game.
totally tubular Tendrils of Tenacity or whatever.
Hmm.
So the
Yeah.
implication is that there's a series. Oh, we got a tie.
Nice.
Oh,
I didn't expect that.
you know, I actually think of this if it were a game. It's the whole like pick your own upgrades kind of thing, and so there's different ways you can
Yeah.
stabilize your crazy crawler dude, or
Have you-
maybe having more arms gets more people.
Have any of you ever played Burrito Bison?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
That's what I kind of get the arcadiness of that game, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
In between each round, there's a time where you get more points, and you can use your points for various upgrades.
The wave ability and the number of arms and then
Yeah,
how
number of customers. Yeah.
wackiness. Right.
And there's different customers. Like the heavyset customers are harder to pull in.
Yeah.
You know.
they need additional arms. You don't have enough arms to grab this customer.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, 3 and 4. It looks like that's what people like. So yeah, Torgolov says go park this domain immediately. Yeah. Totally telescoping.
This is why we play this game, because this is a game that we want to actually play.
Okay.
I would play the shit out of it.
No one wants to play this. Like
I do.
I'm
What
not.
are you talking about?
I would
You're
like
the
7 of
minority
us
here,
chose to
Vector.
play this. What are you talking about?
I'm not spending any money on this. Anyway, if you like this game, go to totallytelescoping tendrilsoftenacity.com
All right.
// tendrilsoftenacity.gov www.com. Yeah, I'm the odd one out for sure.
Yeah. At the end, we should do like a best of show.
That's
Yeah.
the show. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep it moving. This is goodbye box art. That was okay. Well, that was totally telescoping tendrils of tenacity. We're going back to space. No, let's go to the fantasy zone. Actually, welcome to the
Are we
fantasy
doing
zone.
the music thing now, or
Should we?
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, all right.
if yeah,
Let's do
If
it.
you can do it.
Yeah,
this will be the last one for me though, because I need to get mosey in.
yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll end it
same.
after this. Well, we'll keep it going as long as we can. Up
Yeah.
into the 3-hour mark. So let me see here. Here we go. Udio. So let's let me use the keywords.
Studio.
I'm gonna use the keyword generator to actually. That's gonna be the prompt for the music, and we'll see what it creates. So we got 11:20. Ooh, I like that one. That's a good word. That'll be nice and evocative. And then I'll tell you the keywords too. We have vigil, and 8 and 16 is gonna be what? Quest? Vigil quest? That sounds kind of weak.
Vigil Quest.
Okay. Theme song. Wait. I probably shouldn't have told you the keywords.
Probably not.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Too
No,
late.
that's okay.
No, I messed it up because that's gonna because now you're thinking of a game for Vigil Quest. So
So you're gonna have to do it again.
yep, I'm gonna do it again. This time I'm
Yeah,
not telling you the
regenerate.
keywords. See, this is why we train. This is why we train. You know. Okay. All right. Video game named. Not telling you what it is. Because it doesn't matter what the actual title is. It just matters what the AI generator creates in terms of a song. And should I give people multiple options or just one?
Just one, I think. Right?
Yeah.
I would have done multiple, but you never know. Let's
Well,
see.
how would you judge that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It's Torgolov says, totally telescoping tendrils of tenacity needs a mobile version for sure. Thousands of microtransactions. You know, it's pay
It's a
to
mobile game. How else are you gonna get money?
pay to tendril. It's pay to wacky wavy. I don't know.
I think there's a lot of people who would pay to Wacky Wavy.
I mean, depends on what they're waving, I guess.
what are these people waving?
You don't want to know.
It's a little wacky.
It's a little wavy.
You guys aren't gonna believe this, but
I don't believe it.
I wasn't able to generate anything because I didn't sign in.
Oh,
That's fun.
What did I forgot what the generation was. That's all right. Stand by. Luckily the background music is not playing, but it is now. So luckily there's background music. You have to they have to come up with not make a game actually, but they have to come up with an idea for a game based on a song that they hear, and you guys will hear it too. Everybody's gonna hear the song. There we go. Okay, that was the name of the game. I'll tell you the name of the game after we're done, so that you know.
Yeah, make the game in 60 seconds.
Right.
Make the entire game.
Yep. We code it, do all the art. You know.
Marketing.
All the marketing. Yep, 60 seconds. All right. The commercial is like a millisecond long. Beep. That's coming this fall. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. Let's see. I guess you guys, if you're listening to the stream, you'll be able to hear the options. Should I do a poll? This is too much work. Song is not ready yet.
Keep it simple, stupid.
It's still generating the song. But, all right, well, I'll tell you what. Chat can pick the genre. There's two options right now. There's EDM. There's an EDM theme song or a cinematic classical theme song. I guess I'll do a poll. There's the two options. All right. What kind of theme should it be? Do EDM or cinematic? Skinematic. No. Maybe.
It's a different genre of game entirely.
Sure is. So I'm only giving people 60 seconds for that. We have 2 votes for cinematic. Are you kidding? That's not what I wanted to hear, but okay. All right. I think that's what it's gonna be. That is all right. So that's. Let me download this. Generate video. What? No.
Huh?
Here we go. 32 second clip. So I'm gonna post this in the Discord server. It's just gonna be called theme song. Here we go. And that is what you have to work with. You have 32 seconds to listen to it, and then I'll give you 60 seconds. Here's what it sounds like for people watching at home.
So is there any other prompt besides this is the music that the game will be played with?
Wow, it ends kind of abruptly. So that is the theme song for the game. It is the music round. So that's the theme song. That's all you get. You can listen to it as many times as you want during this next 60 seconds. But, well, good luck. 60 seconds starting now. Let me live in my parasitic illusion. I like that title. Probably the best one that we had this episode. The Elder Scrolls 2, Electric Boogaloo. Interesting. Okay, so that was 60 seconds. I'm gonna play the song again, so that for people watching, here it is. So it ends abruptly because it's AI generated. Sue me. But that was the theme song for the game. Let's hear from our contestants. We'll start with An Amazing Man.
Yeah, so when I first heard this song, I immediately thought brown shooter and military sim shooter.
Brown shooter.
So-
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
When I
Excuse
heard the
me.
term brown shooter, I was like, where are you going with that?
Yeah, because almost every single military sim shooter, it's just
It's
different
really
tones
brown.
of brown. Yeah, they're all
no,
brown.
you're right.
So this game I thought of was like, since it's just brown shooter, just it's a battle royale of every other military sim game there is, and the character that you pick from the series you use employs those physics and mechanics that game came along with. So if you pick a character from like a Call of Duty series, you have access to the arsenal. If you pick a character from like the Battlefield series, you have access to that arsenal. Same for Arma 3. Every other military sim shooter, but you're all on the same map and the same playground, just going at it and shooting each other.
Okay, so what I like the concept of like it's a battle royale, and then you're dropped into a war zone, and then you pick up game mechanics instead of weapons. But I don't know, like the arsenals, the arsenals,
Yeah.
the arsenal of individual games. That seems because there's a lot of overlap. So
Yep.
So I'm not sure about that, but
Yeah, and it'll
that
be
wasn't
weird
your
'cause if you kill
idea.
a dude-
That's my idea. You can't have it. Your idea sucks.
It's my idea. I have the best ideas.
Right. My ideas are better than everyone else.
ideas.
I won that debate. It was the best debate performance I ever had. Anyway, okay, well that was definitely interesting. Well, let's see. We'll see what the people think. Don't forget to post a summary in chat if you would like. Brown shooter royale. What is that? What is a brown shooter? That sounds like something completely different. Like you're you work in the sewer, right? And you have like a Mario Sunshine type hose, and you're hosing down the walls of the sewer. That's what a brown shooter sounds like to me. So, anyway, Duel, what did you come up with based on that composition, that amazing, epic cinematic composition?
A gladiator fighter.
Gladiator fighter. So it's a
Yeah.
fighting game where you play as gladiators?
It's more like you create a custom fighter and you go through various competitions and you just try to become the champion of the gladiator.
So it's a gladiator
Right.
simulator, but not a simulator. It's like more. Would it be more arcadey?
Probably, yeah.
Is there franchise potential to maybe be like the video game adaptation of Gladiator starring Russell Crowe, or Gladiator
Could be.
2?
No reason why it couldn't be.
Okay. 2 girls, 1 brown shooter. Oh man, now that I see it written
that's
out.
awful.
Yeah, now that I see it written out like in text, brown shooter sounds like the number one thing I was hoping that like some rando wouldn't come into the stream, because I made a lot of enemies on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And there's like, okay, it's a KKK simulator and you play as David Duke,
Okay.
right? Because
Yeah,
you know, I was
That's not what I thought
I was
at all.
fully expecting for something like that to happen at some point. Because you got to understand, like they love me on the Metal Gear subreddit, and by love me I mean like I'm their mortal enemy. So so I'm glad somebody didn't appear and say like, you know, oh, brown shooter, oh, I got your brown shooter right here. That didn't happen. So
That's
so,
my butthole.
so well, thanks for mostly everybody being cool until Duel said what he just said. And now I was gonna get lunch after this, but not anymore. So that's definitely idea. All right, don't mean to leave you hanging, Lux. It rests on your shoulders. It's up to you to bring this one home.
All right. Well, my game is Sports Ball 2K.
Okay.
Love it.
It's a sports game. The sport is gonna be probably
Oh.
something made up, maybe Quidditch.
I like the fact that it's an ambiguous sport.
Ambiguous,
it's probably Quidditch,
random sport.
but it's sports ball.
Sports ball. Sports ball, the game.
Yep.
Did people come up with titles? I meant to ask that, but I forgot. Do you have titles for your creations?
I already told you mine. Brown Shooter Royale.
Brown Shooter Royale. That's
Yeah,
the name.
BSR.
Yeah.
The name of your
BSR.
game is Brown Shooter Royale. Duel, what was yours?
It's called Gladiator.
Okay. So these are going to be the poll options. Brown Shooter Royale, Gladiator, and Lux, what was yours?
It's Sports Ball 2K.
Sports Ball 2K. Got it.
I love it.
Sports Ball. So is Sports Ball one word or two?
It's one word.
One word. Sports Ball 2K. Not 2K, 2K4, 2K4, 2K24, 2K.
Nope, just 2K.
Okay, well, so
They obviously never made it past the year 2000.
So
The company went bankrupt. It was a disaster.
well, that is the music round. So I'm going to start the poll. People, you have 2 minutes to vote on your favorite idea. Is it going to be Brown Shooter Royale, Gladiator, or Sports Ball 2K? And while the poll is going on, just you know, for the hell of it, I'm going to play the song one more time. Here it goes.
Are we allowed to talk while you're playing the song?
I guess so. I don't. Why not?
Yeah, so one of the aspects that I thought was cool is that you can, if you kill an enemy who's using a different character set, you can pick up their gun, but it still acts as their mechanics gun, even though you're playing on your own mechanics still, so you're borrowing aspects of other games as you're picking up stuff that other people drop.
Talk about meta, man.
Yeah.
That's a meta-ass game.
I should have done that for the first prompt. Dang it.
What happens? But what if there's I feel like there's going to be games with mechanics that are just clearly better than everything else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. You know, that's the nature of Battle Royale,
Definitely.
though.
Yep.
Yeah. That is by design.
So I'm going to give you the title that I generated that led to that creation. The title was Rogue Vengeance.
Oh.
Ooh.
But we already have our titles, and people are voting on them as we speak for the music round. Brown Shooter Royale, Gladiator, Sports Ball 2K. So far, Gladiator has a very strong lead.
I feel like it's closest to the Rogue Vengeance title as well, right? Gladiators.
Ooh, it probably makes more sense to call it Gladiator Champion.
Gladiator Champion.
Just to kind of like separate it.
What?
Separate it from the movie a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's legally distinct. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Gladiator, or, you know, there was...
Because that's the goal of the game, is to become the Gladiator Champion.
We got some suggestions from chat from Jay Neutron. Sports Ball Royal Shooter. Sports Brawl 2K. I like that. I would play that.
Gladiator 2K.
Gladiator 2K.
Gladiator 2K.
Yeah.
Sports. It's in the game.
So it looks like Duel, you won that round again. Let's see. I'm gonna also play. I'm gonna post this in chat. I mean, in the Discord as well. This is the other generation, the AI generated song for the fake theme song for this game that doesn't exist and never will. They called it Night Warriors, and this is what it sounds like.
Neon lights
Why are there lyrics?
Very different game.
Oh yeah. This
What the
is
heck?
It's got like a racing game feel to me.
Yeah.
This is what you could have had. Yeah, you could have had Uwu Simulator 2K24.
You know what? You know what? You should end. We should all end this show the way we ended the last show, with an armored loaf of bread.
I don't know. I don't see how we can make lightning strike twice. I don't know how.
No, you're just gonna repost the last picture.
I don't have
the
that.
picture that I sent you of the bread.
All right, well, you got to resend it to me because.
Wait, follow me. Wait, follow me. Wait.
Wait for
follow
the.
me. Wait, follow me.
I probably shouldn't have made the follow notification that long because everything has to grind to a halt while we wait for the follow me notification to end. But thank you for the follow, Jimmy Neutron.
Brain blast.
Brain blast.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Dude, I was enraptured into the Jimmy Cindy arc, you know, like a will they, won't they, you know, I was on the edge of my
Definitely,
seat
man.
the whole time. All right, so this was one of the creations from.
I like llamas.
That was a really good impression, actually. So this was one of the generations from the test run that we did of this show. The somebody mentioned in chat something about a combat roll, and I was like, you know, like doing a combat roll in a game, and then
yeah.
and then
I went literal with it.
yeah, and then we rolled with it, and it was like a combat roll is like, what is that? Is that a loaf of bread wearing body armor? It's like
Yeah.
baguette wearing Kevlar, and then Duel punched that into his AI generating imagery tools, and this is what. No, that's not it. Go.
Maybe it's like a Warhammer, you know?
Like a
Combat
Warhammer.
loaf.
Well,
Yeah.
battle loaf.
Loaf of bread that you.
Battle loaf, yeah.
Anyway, so this was the creation that he came up with. You can see it here. This is the combat roll. He is bred for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is war. So the name of the game is.
What I really like about the details on this is the art on the chess piece is like grains and bread and shit.
That's really clever of the AI. Yeah. It's wheat. His coat of arms is just barley and wheat. But
yeah.
So this is the name of this game is Combat Roll, and then colon, the subtitles Bread for War, and it's, you know, BREAD.
Yeah.
Bread for War. Get it?
Love it.
So, these are the types of crazy creations that you can come up with on Game That Name. So Combat Roll Rise.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh man.
Or
The you know,
or
heroes of World War Doe. Isn't dough like two in some like Portuguese or something? I don't know. Anyway, so that's we just hit the 3-hour mark. I'm surprised we actually made it, but this has been a great time. Game of show. Just, I don't know. We can't vote on game of show, but of the things that you saw, what were some of your favorite creations? Skull and Bread.
Of my own creations, it's hard to top totally telescoping tendrils of tenacity.
You could thank
I was
Cyber
gonna
for
say,
that one.
That one's,
But
it might be recency bias, but that one's
it
gotta
might
be my
be.
favorite.
Yeah, but I also really liked my version of Hydro Odyssey. That one
T4.
was fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and scrub through the footage and see. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube so that there's a permanent archive, because Twitch will delete it after a couple weeks.
Well, all of the parasitic illusion stuff was good.
Oh
I
yeah.
liked all of our answers for that one was good.
Sometimes you get a title that's that just really sparks joy and creativity. So that's good.
Okay. Marie Kondo.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's the title of our next game is Marie Kondo's joy sparking simulator. No.
Ugh,
Joey Sparker.
ugh.
That's just drugs.
Let me get this bread off the screen. Get the bread off the screen. Let's take us back home to Arcade Paradise. Rogue Vengeance was that's also a title. If you had known that the title was Rogue Vengeance, this won't be for points, but what would you have come up with?
Probably a stealth game.
Okay, all right. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. I was gonna say like Nightwing Gone Bad.
Nightwing Gone Bad. Okay, all right. Didn't he kind of go bad in that that Gotham Knights show? Did you see that?
I think so.
He was pretty messed up in that one. They
I don't know.
anyway. What about
I
you?
initially
Nightwing
thought
Duck.
of Star Wars.
Okay, all right.
Initially,
Yeah,
But then I
yeah.
didn't
yeah.
want to go down that route, so then I went to the next rogue thing that I could think of, which was the X-Men character. And
Right.
she just goes on a killing spree and just kills everyone.
No, I think you should go back to the Star Wars thing because
I don't want
we're
to.
due for another Rogue Squadron game. There hasn't been one in quite a while. Nightwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call Night W. I miss that show.
Nightwing Duck.
Yeah.
Rogue Vengeance is medieval Batman. That's what it is.
Didn't they try and do a revive of Darkwing Duck?
Oh, I think they did, and it was just like everything else they tried to revitalize. It was terrible.
Oh, DuckTales was good. DuckTales was good.
Oh, okay. Well, then if DuckTales was good, then that's all the world needs.
Yeah.
What the world
DuckTales
needs
woo.
now is ducks, sweet ducks. Anyway, enough singing. This is we did a music round, and now everybody's got music on the brain. We're all breaking into song. But I think this was a successful pilot episode after a trial
With
run.
some fine tuning here and there, I think this can be really something.
Yeah, the next step is going to be making it so that people can see who's talking.
Who got the most points?
Were you keeping
I-
track?
I
Because
got
I wasn't.
-6 still.
How do you have -6? It's like you gave yourself
I
-6.
don't know. At one point, it was only -5, but things happen in this game.
There's no way to get negative points.
But you're not keeping track, so how do you
away.
actually know that?
Well, I know they always count upwards. That's about all I know.
I broke the index, maybe? I'm not sure.
I'll actually keep track next time. And
Somebody can keep track. I don't know. It's not gonna be me because clicking all these buttons and activating all these switches takes a lot out of you. Anyway, I'm ending the stream here. If you're not following and you'd like to see more Game That Name, click that follow button so you can see Leon Kennedy do the Tootsie Roll. And then, who doesn't want to see Leon Kennedy do the Tootsie Roll? I mean, that's
Oh yeah.
I wish I could follow myself and then I could see Leon Kennedy do the Tootsie Roll.
Here, I can refollow so I can watch
Oh.
Kennedy.
There it is.
Tootsie Roll.
Wait. Follow
There we go.
me. Wait. Follow me.
Oh, it didn't work. That makes me sad.
No, it
Was
worked
it?
for me. I heard it.
yeah,
No,
You
there
didn't-
it is.
Yeah, there
it
we
is.
go.
It just took it a second.
Nice. Anyway, let's see. I gotta change the ending screen, the text scroll, because we will not be back in 8 bits or less. What should our goodbye message be?
goodbye.
All right.
So long. Farewell. Farewell. Maybe Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. No.
Bye.
Till next round.
Till next round. Are there rounds? Are we doing this in
See you in the
rounds?
next batch. See you
No.
in the next batch.
Next batch.
Match, as in
Next match. Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, coming up is Name You Later. I like that. That's pretty good. Coming up is Fingers to play us out. What does that mean, to play us out? No, the ending track comes from a friend of mine. His name is Fingers. You can find him. Well, you'll see his name pop up in the top right. This is his track, so enjoy it.
Are we muted? see. It was 20 times 9. 180.